Mm.
No, Kevin's supposed to be outside.
Yep. You guys, really? Hey, did you clean the lens before you started filming? Hey, but Admiral, stop. Admiral, quit. Grab me. Hey, Admiral, what did I tell you? What did I say? I said stop it. Didn't I? You. Down. Now. Quit. You need to chill out. Let's see here. All right, so let's get this lens clean real quick. I need a baby wipe first. Hey, what'd I say? What did I say? Admiral, don't play with me, boy.
There you go.
Don't. You're gonna lose. Don't mess with me. Okay, perfect. So let's whoop. Sorry, you guys. Try to clean it off. Okay, much better. All right. So this is dinner. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. And then we've got some olives that we've been snacking on as a little snack before we chow down.
Have you eaten the single purple one?
Huh?
Have you eaten the single purple one?
Uh-huh. What? No, I like the green ones better.
We all did.
Okay. All right, well, here you go. What I would prefer to do is put it like that. We're gonna, hold on, y'all, we're transitioning.
Hey,
All right,
Admiral.
so there, and then we'll just tighten it, straighten it.
You better calm down.
He's being a butt.
You will be put away if you don't stop.
I'm gonna just get him in a hot second. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. All right, there we go. All right, so Savannah, here you go. Hold it. Try to be steady with it. Move slow. Hopefully it's.
Looks kind of zoomed in.
That's what I thought, but oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. All right. So try to tell me questions as they come in. If you need to move that thing, you can.
Move what thing?
The device to show more of the screen.
Uh-huh. There's not much going on. The grill is being fired up right now.
You know, I don't understand why the purple ones are never as firm.
Because they've been in there longer. It's because they're like rotten.
Not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
They asked where the little kitten is. He's probably hiding under the bed.
Falcor?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find him. Hi, Kitty. There he is.
Huh.
I'll bring him over.
Somebody asked if you're keeping Giovanni. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Falco. He's sweet.
You smell the olives on my breath, boy?
What's this right here? Do you agree that dogs laugh? If so, have you heard your dogs laugh?
No.
Okay. How long did it take you to be able to recognize structure of dogs, as in good and bad structure?
Personally, Savannah, lift it up where I think see me. I'm talking. Personally, I learned it as an artist. Whenever you're drawing things, you have to know the perspective and you have to know how to draw them correctly. And that means you need to know structure. So otherwise, things don't look right.
Do you think Admiral is going to wind up being bigger than Preacher?
Probably, yeah.
And let me look. How's Hall's day? How's it like owning a Corso?
Great. I love them.
Hold on.
Y'all better be quiet.
Did you know a cat's slow blinking is called cat kisses, and is a way of saying of them saying "I love you" and them exposing their bellies means they have absolute trust in you?
Well, I had an idea. I don't suppose that I put the exact same meaning on it, but I definitely noticed.
Somebody asked, how's y'all's day?
Pretty good. I've been sick, but I'm feeling a little bit better.
I'm just going down on questions, by the way. I've stopped it, the chat and stuff. What's the story behind your daughter's name, if there's one? Love y'all's too. Relationship. She wanted something that couldn't be made fun of.
That was the idea, yeah. I wanted something strong and feminine that wouldn't be easy to make fun of. And unfortunately, kids are very creative. And they still found a way to make fun of her name.
But the all well to known Lion's King
And
beginning.
it's so funny, that was like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. And to have that movie turned against me is pretty funny.
Somebody said, how old is Falcor now?
Oh gosh, she's like 14 weeks old now,
He's
I think.
quite small for how old he is, I would say. Somebody said you're looking sassy today.
Thank you. I'm actually feeling under the weather, but I figured a bunch of sassy makeup would help that. Hey! Shh! You! Both of you two, stop! Look at him. He's like, my bad.
How and when did you become a trainer?
I don't really consider myself to be like a trainer. I consider myself to be more of a behavioralist because while I do train dogs, that's not really where I shine, and it's not really where I wouldn't want to get called and have somebody be like, hey, I would like you to teach my dog basic obedience. That's not something that would make me very
You
interested.
call it for the extreme.
I like to work with the dogs that like everybody else has already worked with. They can't figure out what's going on. They can't fix the dog. He's acting up, blah, blah, blah. Those are the ones that I like to deal with, not because I have an ego issue, but because A, those people really need the help, and B, they exist. And there has to be someone that has the room for dogs like that. Not to mention that that's just where I shine. That's where I'm good. It's kind of like asking Dr. Phil why he's just not in like general therapy. You know what I mean? It's like he's a counselor, he's a therapist, but he really tries to dive deep into like the more, intricate cases and stuff. So it's kind of the same thing.
First,
You guys, quit. He used to be better about that. Now,
yeah, he's kind of
sometimes
working.
it's lacking now.
First of all, a lot of people are complimenting your hair. People like your hair.
Thank you. I hate to be the type that's like complaining, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it just looks like a rat nest. But this is what it looks like when I let it be natural and I
That is my
try to
natural
curl
hair,
it.
you guys.
Yeah, when I try to curl it, this is the mess. That is my hair, my natural hair. So I don't know.
It looks fine.
I haven't been doing it that long. Maybe it'll get better. They say it will.
Somebody asked if that was your art hanging up there. They asked if you were. They said they
Yeah.
were surprised that you said you were an artist and asked if that was your art.
Those two paintings there are mine.
The anime.
I used to have more paintings up, but not really anymore.
You had whale paintings.
Yeah, I had a bunch of whale paintings and all kinds of stuff like that, but
She hasn't been doing art as much lately. I mean, other than like the art of dogs.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't have the time to paint or draw or anything anymore. And
You'll catch her doodling.
while I enjoy it, and I have a skill in it, it was never like a gift. You know what I mean? Like I saw that growing up in school. When I would look at the wall, and they would always put up other people's art, and there were some people that were just phenomenal. I had the ability to draw and paint, but I did not have it to the extent that other people did. And nor did I have any intention of even trying to get to that level. So that's why I don't really think too much of it, you know what I mean? Because it wasn't really my calling. I think we all have to be honest with ourselves about what our true callings is, and that's not mine.
Somebody asked if you were keeping a female. No.
No females.
How is Midnight doing in her new home?
She's doing very good. Initially, she got pretty protective of her new owner, and I had to kind of encourage him to socialize her and get her out. and meeting other people and stuff. But he did that, and so as far as I know, she's doing very well. I've received picture updates. I've received pretty steady updates on her, and she seems to be doing quite well.
Thank you, Cecilia Shallow, for donating. She said hi.
Thank you, Cecilia.
From Great Britain. Love you guys. This person said, did you know those olives go into martinis? You knew that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's about whenever I did, I'm not a drinker. It's not my thing. But whenever I would, hey, quit. Whenever I would go out on a date, I would always have a martini.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You have very strong personality for a woman. For a woman, sometimes
Yeah.
It's scary.
That's not news to me.
Whoa.
Y'all
I don't
play
think
him.
you do any vlogs coming in Spanish.
No,
Samantha.
I don't.
She doesn't know Spanish.
No habla español.
She doesn't know it that strong.
Yo comprende poquito español. Hey, don't stop. You two both need to quit. It's the two of you. Stop. Leave him alone, and you leave her alone. No. Quit.
What can you do with fly bites on the summer? I've never had a fly bite, and neither is Mom, I think. Mom, is there such thing as a fly bite?
Yeah, flies bite, horse flies.
Ah. Somebody asked, did you breed American Pit Bull Terriers?
Yeah. Yeah, I used to.
Hey, when do you start breeding your male dogs?
Whenever they pass all their health certifications and they are, old enough to breed.
How did Colo do whenever he was with us?
He did very well. Around the last part of the time he was here, he started to really try to dominate, and that's normal for a puppy his age. He's just now starting to get his hormones, and so he's starting to feel himself. So, he was trying to push his weight around a little bit, but I did let his owners know that, and I kind of let them know that if they wanted to work on that, then we could do that as well. But that overall, I do think that he is going to be the type of dog that would probably not be suited for the dog park, like Cashmere. Cashmere's a dog I used to be able to take her, and I still can. It's just that if another person's disrespectful dog comes up to her, she's going to do like she would with any of these dogs. She's going to put them in submissive posture. She's not going to hurt them, but put them in submissive posture. And that other dog may not know that she's not going to hurt them, so they may react in aggression and try to hurt her. And on top of that, it terrifies the people. So I could really go out and work with her and take her on my own and just her and do all this stuff. And I could do all that, but it wouldn't be any fun for Cashmere. And I think that is the primary goal of going to the dog park. So if your particular dog doesn't enjoy the dog park, then maybe it's just not best to take him.
Somebody asked if you were a dog whisperer.
I don't even know what that means.
Have family. Did Rachel get a perm, or is that a natural wave? I usually seen it straight. Both waves are gorgeous.
Yeah, natural. This is naturally crazy.
Yeah.
You won't believe it, but my mom has really pretty spiral curls. I thought I guess I have a couple of them in there. You know what I mean? I have a couple really good tight curls every now and again, but not what I was hoping it would be. So.
Let's see. Sorry. For people looking to get a second dog, should I get a male or a female? I have a female dog.
If you have a female already, easy. I would just get a male.
Yeah.
Just make sure they're both, that you have them both altered so that they're not reproducing on you.
Reese texted you, girl! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
Really? Give her a heart back. Love you, Reese.
So I can't right now. I'm looking at the thing, but
Y'all better quit.
she probably sees it right now. Nice. I'm also an artist. You have an online gallery. Like I said, she doesn't do it that often.
What?
Art. They said, do you have an online gallery?
I actually do have a Facebook album of my art. I did take pictures of them because I wanted to have a record of them. So yeah, I actually do have them. I have pictures of them. I don't have them anymore, but I do have pictures of them.
Trying to see.
Savannah stole them. I had them in storage, and she took all my whale paintings in her room, and then she did what teens do. She just destroyed it.
Hold on, I'm trying to see what Reese said, but I can't see
No,
it.
don't. You can't. I don't think if she texted it, you can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Reese. Something about moss green.
Moss green.
Probably your eye color or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What's your favorite dog out of your pack? Picking favorites.
I don't think I can pick a favorite. Hey!
I think it'd be Preacher.
They're a lot like my children. Some are easier than others. That's the way I see it. Is like when you have children, you don't love one of them more than the other, but they are unique and different. And some of them are easier than others. Some of them are harder. Hey, you too, Belladonna. Well, and so that definitely does come into play, but mainly I think of all of them. I probably, if I had to really pick, like if something horrible happened and I had to get rid of all my dogs and I could only keep one, I would definitely keep Preacher. So I guess I could say Preacher is my favorite, but that's just because when I bought him as a pet, and so I kind of allowed myself to have that deep of a love with him, whereas the rest of my dogs, I know that I have to kind of maintain a certain level of distance, because even though I love them, I have to be careful, because not all of them, like what happened with Midnight, it doesn't always work out. So you love them, but you don't always feel like you can have as deep of a love as you can with all of them, I guess, if that makes sense. And so with Preacher, I have that, because I know he's not going anywhere. He's, everything's great, health tested, wonderful, blah, blah. So he's a safe bet.
Have you gotten a lot of art for the contest?
I have. Just heads up to everybody on that. I have gotten your art. I'm very excited about it. There's some really beautiful stuff in there. Very thoughtful, unique things, which I'm just so appreciative of. We are going to be going over them and really getting through the selections and whatnot. We did do a timeline of 1 month. I'd have to look and see what the deadline was. I have it written down, but we announced it on the video in which we announced the contest. It's 30 days from the date that we announced it.
Sugar Got, thank you for the $2, and they asked, are you closer to finding a stud for Blondie?
I've already got a stud for Blondie. It's Velocity that I don't have a stud for yet, and most likely I will be using the same male that I was already thinking of using, but anyway, the only issue is the distance between us, and I've never done AI before.
I'm not sure if I should ask this question about the Tati and James.
Oh, no, you can ask it.
Somebody asked you about how are you feeling about Tati and James' situation, even though it's over.
So I actually almost made a video on that. Y'all, stop. What I will say is, I think that it was, you guys, stop. What I think it was a good lesson in letting your emotions go online. I think that, I originally was like Team Tati, and I still kind of am. Like, she obviously helped this guy out a lot. I don't like, let's just say this. I don't have to think that a person is genuine or honest to like how they put on makeup. I don't go to James Charles or watch a James Charles video because I like his personality per se. Because what I do think there is a lot of fakeness on YouTube and in the world in general. I think that people, and I don't think it's even their fault. Hey, guys, Belladonna, stop. I think that we like perfection. Like, if you imagine, anytime somebody does something wrong, we criticize them in the media. We just light them up, right? We criticize the crap out of people. So people, in an effort to try to not be attacked, try to portray themselves as perfect. And so we get these people in the media that are these, versions of perfect people. The perfect smile, the perfect response, so sweet, so loving, so everything. And I think that if you were to really genuinely look at these people, you would know that that's not real because nobody's ever that happy all the time. You know what I mean? Like nobody, it just, it would, to me it's kind of common sense, but I'm naturally skeptical of people. So I kind of wasn't surprised at all by the James Charles thing. Belladonna, stop. I was surprised by how much Tati had helped. I'll be honest, I really didn't like Tati as much. I had always kind of just gotten that same kind of feel from her. I just really didn't feel like as genuine. Like one of the only people I really feel is like genuine in the makeup community is Raw Beauty Christy Beauty, whatever it is.
R-A-U or R-A-W?
Raw, R-A-W. She's like one of the most genuine people that I've ever seen in a makeup type tutorial thing. But I don't go to them for genuine personalities. I go there because I want to learn new eyeshadow techniques and I want ideas. And okay, look, I'm going to put you up if you do it again. I'm not going to play this game with you. So anyway, I think that I think if she would have stayed on point, she would have been fine. When she brought up all that other stuff that she didn't actually know 100% about, the rumors and the gossip, that's whenever I think she got herself into trouble. You back off. And I've spoken about Jeffree Star before. I've told you guys I don't trust him. He's always in drama. And I thought it was quite ironic to see the backfire come from him getting his nose in that. Because he clearly, you can't hide behind the, well, I've already admitted all my mistakes, and I've already said my sorries. You said sorry for a lot of things. You didn't say sorry about what recently got brought up. And I will say that, I won't say that. I will not say that. Because that will probably get me in trouble. But if you think that that's odd, then you probably haven't watched, like, Queer as Folk. That's all I'm saying. If you've watched that show, you know that the kind of thing that they were talking about, and even that James Charles and Nikita Dragun were talking about, where they were showing the clips of them talking about the kind of guys they like, that's very common in that community. It just is. That's why Jeffree Star made a song about it. So I really wasn't surprised. Not saying that I condone it, but I wasn't surprised. But I just think that they all should have just left that out because it was messy and it wasn't accurate. And they should have focused on the fact that, that they were friends and this and that, and it didn't work out. And quit. And the thing I think that bothered me the most, to be perfectly honest, is I'm a PewDiePie fan, and I've never seen him get something so wrong before in my life.
He thought it was just about the vitamins.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I genuinely don't think it was. Hey, Batista, stop. You guys, quit. Batista. I said no.
It's kind of what fired it, though.
Quit. Stop. Oh, y'all quit. And then the whole Trisha Paytas thing. You know what I really wish? I wish that YouTubers would stop being so controversial. Because the truth of it is, there is a kind of a battle between mainstream media and YouTubers on YouTube right now. If you've watched anything about the trending tab, you'd know that. And there's a guy that Coffee Break did a video on it that I watched. PewDiePie covered it. So the only thing that's going to stop that from really being the case is if YouTubers start acting like professionals. And you know what I mean? That just needs to happen. And too many people don't. Too many people will do anything for views. And like very immature things or dramatic things, they'll act like they're dating and then break up or have fake dramas and this and that. And I think that while you, in the short term, the few people that do it first may make a lot of money, after that, people start to get desensitized to it, and it starts to just become so fake. Everything is so fake. If you have a relationship, like Rich Lux and this other guy are apparently in a relationship, and people just don't even believe it because you can't believe anything anymore. And that's not the way that YouTube actually was originally. there were always going to be like your hoax videos and stuff, but for the most part, there were other people trying to help other people by showing things online, or not even maybe helping, but just, you know, showing what's going on. And sometimes that does help people. Like I learned how to use Photoshop off of YouTube, off a guy named Tutvid, and completely had a career off of that. So I find that YouTube to be a very special, valuable place. But I find it frustrating whenever people, like the beauty community is literally destroying itself with all the drama, and it's so girly. I hate to say that's why I don't have a lot of girlfriends, because girls are like that. They're so petty. They can be such reputation destroyers and super competitive. And so you end up with this just everybody's attacking each other, and oh and so and so and oh and so and so. And it's like, what other community in YouTube has so much drama all the time? You know, with so you can get down now. Get off my couch after a fool like that. Get on.
Thank you. I don't know how to say your name. I think it's spelled Juanita. How do you say that?
What, Janet?
Juanita.
Juanita.
Juanita? Okay, thank you. She donated $5. She said, how will you feel if Preacher falls beta to either Admiral or Batista, or one of them becomes Alpha?
I want to address this. All right. People do not realize the way that my pack works. I am the Alpha. I set the rules. If I don't want you to be Alpha, you're not going to be Alpha. Period. I won't let you do it, right? Because it's my rules, my house. Now, the way it works in my house is whoever is the oldest, whoever's been here the longest, and who wants that position has that position. Cashmere is an Alpha. She's not backing down to anybody. It's not going to happen. You're not going to see Cashmere just like give it up to Velocity. It's not going to happen. They would fight. Somebody actually made, I was going to make a video because like, the people that feel sorry for Velocity are some of the people that frustrate me the most, I'll be honest. They lack the sight, and they get all up in their feelings. And that's the one thing I preach against about the most. Get out of your feelings when it comes to these dogs. Feelings don't matter when it comes to these dogs. It just doesn't. And quit, Belladonna, leave her alone.
Batista, get down.
Batista, get down. Now, get off my couch. So, this is the thing. Cashmere is the Alpha. She's not giving it up. Therefore, anytime somebody tries to come up, I'm putting them back down. Because I'm not going to let a fight happen in my house. Period, end of story. I don't care if she would want to be the Alpha or not. It's just not going to happen. And the same thing with any of the males that come in. They'll respect each other, or they will get dealt with. Period, end of story. I'm not going to put up with anybody thinking they get to fight for dominance. It's not going to happen. You are where you are. Get over it. And they do. They will get over it. You know what I mean? Velocity gets over it. Every time when she gets put in her place, she gets over it. Belladonna, you are really cruising for a bruising tonight, young lady. Shh. Cruising for a bruising. You hear me?
Erica Rose donated $2 and asked, have you heard of the new breed, your Shears? EURASIERS.
Nope. Never heard of him. Let's go check on the fire.
Alex is checking. Hold on, let me go down to the new stuff. I'm pretty sure there's donations in here that I need to catch up with, or else they're gonna slowly. Sorry if I'm skipping a bunch of questions. Re-ask your question if you really want them to be answered. Hold on. Hold on. Jesus, somebody asked that? I mean, at least that was,
Watch for the cat, honey.
Where's the cat?
Alright.
I got it. Oh gosh, there's a lot of smoke.
Alright, so I've got to find my wood.
Why does that person keep on asking that question?
What question?
Asked if you identify as straight.
Do I identify as straight?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for, but... Somebody asked, do you have any purebred Cane Corso puppies for sale?
No, not right now.
And all of her puppies are purebred.
They're already placed.
Yes. Let me see.
Yeah, buddy.
Somebody just said I just spit out my coffee over that straight question.
Yeah. I will say that I've gotten hit on a lot by women. So in my, get out of it now. And my mother one time asked me, she was like, Rachel, she's like, if you're gay, you can just let me know. It's okay. And I was like, no, I'm not gay. But, you know, I don't care if anybody is. But I'm not. But I know that I give off a very strong
women.
female energy. But I'm not. So, nope.
Let's see. How is the workload since Savannah has been at school?
It's actually been a lot better. I find it a lot easier to do things whenever it's just me doing it. You know how the saying is, if you want something done right, do it yourself. That's kind of like how it is in my house. Like, I really like to do things in a very particular way. I like them done right, and I just really enjoy having completely uninterrupted time to just focus on that. You know, I'll feed the dogs, take them out, I water everything so they get to run out and do all that good stuff, and then I put up the puppies that I can't watch, and I let the adults hang out in the house, and I just clean everything, and it just really makes me feel better. It makes the house better. It just, overall, it's a wonderful thing.
Let's see. Somebody said, yep, just like my mom. Oh, that was your answer before. What is the best natural treatment for fleas?
I just use Dawn dish soap. I give them a wash down with that to keep them in check. We put nematodes in the ground. Nematodes actually eat flea larvae, so they'll actually kill the fleas outside. And then we'll use like diatomaceous earth, you know, little things to just try to get them in control here on our own without medication. There have been times when we did need to do a topical flea thing to prevent because it was just so bad, but usually what I'm talking about works just fine.
I wonder why there's a helicopter out here.
There's always helicopters and stuff out here.
They're like circling too. Let me see
Are
if.
they?
Yeah, you can see them right there. Like a little bug.
Maybe somebody thought they were going to run from the cops by coming out here. Good luck.
Yeah. Somebody will shoot you on their property.
Well, I mean, you're just gonna get caught.
And Facia, I don't know how to say that. We don't sell the dogs off of color. Any puppy would still cost the same, other than if they're first pick and second pick and third pick.
What? Too. No. What are you talking about? First and second pick are different costs.
Yes, I know. They're different costs. I'm just saying other than.
You know what? You should bring the puppies out.
Somebody asked, how much would Preacher's black puppy cost?
Oh yeah, no.
That's not like
Yeah. We don't sell puppies off of color. We can never guarantee color either. Like this time, we didn't have no black puppies at all.
Just straight black puppies.
No black puppies.
When are you gonna get a show on? When are you gonna get a show on Animal Planet?
You know, I think that being a breeder is still too controversial for them to ever think that they could put. Like, I think that they're like, so I'm not saying that it wouldn't be liked, but what I can say is that it doesn't take the majority to get something canceled. All it takes is a couple noisy people, and I know that there are those people. Like, there are a lot of people. I get private emails all the time of people. I mean, you guys probably seen the comments of people that are just like, especially on Facebook. I see unfortunately, my videos have been taken and put up on Facebook without my permission and shared many, many, many times. And every now and then one of my subscribers will send me the video, and I'll look at the comments, and it's just crazy, you know, and it's just, there's always in the caps lock, stop the breeding. It's just, I think it's hysterical, but you know, it's a cause that people have like tried to take up, and they think of it as a moral cause. So, Savannah, you're just staring at the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I was trying to focus on the comments there, see what it was. Let's see. Puppies or riot? Can you describe a weak-tempered dog? Getting mosquito bites.
What? There's not any mosquitoes out here. A weak-tempered dog is going to be a dog that's overly fearful. A dog that is unstable. I've really kind of gone over this a lot, to be honest with you. I have a whole video on weak-tempered dogs. So
We've had a couple
yeah.
too.
Yeah. Try to stay focused. If you don't want to hold it, go get a carrier because you're kind of doing other things and not paying attention to where it's at.
A carrier? What do you mean a carrier?
The thingy that goes with it or whatever. The thing is on it. So yeah, so if you want to use that, that's fine too if you want to put it somewhere. But you're not really paying attention.
Trying to... Hey, get out of the ground.
You're supposed to be my camera woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to work again.
That's not... Oh, because you don't want it on you?
No,
I don't know. I didn't know what you wanted.
It's what I'm telling you is that you're not going to be able to put it on this surface and have it stay. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Where should I put it?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to try to put it on there.
On a tree?
I mean, do you want to get something to see if that will work?
Yeah.
The problem is that you're not going to be able to see the comments now, so. Well, that did kind of work. Kind of. Not really. Sorry, you guys. She's a great teen, but she's not a camera woman, unfortunately. Alright. Alright. So let's get something so that this works, okay?
Are we about to put the things on the ground?
What?
Are we about to put the stakes on the ground?
Mm-hmm. No? I guess we'll go film the dogs while I'm waiting. There's the fire. Reese. So I didn't want to tell you anything about that, but Alex got it for me for Mother's Day. And I know you got one too. And so I was just like, I wasn't going to say anything. I don't know why I felt like that would I didn't want to seem like I was being competitive or anything weird. So I just didn't say anything about it. But yeah, Alex got it for me on Mother's Day. I was actually kind of mad because I don't know how to take care of them and I hate to watch plants die. So far I've been doing okay. But I've just been putting room temperature water on it, on the roots and stuff or whatever. But yeah. So that's why I didn't say anything. Yes, doesn't my tree look cool, man? I got trees. So no, I don't watch Dog Dynasty. No, not me. Get them out there fighting over a stick. Let's see. How's it doing? You got the little stand over there?
Yeah.
There we go. Huh? Plant murder. No, Aaron says hello. He loves the product. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Yep, it's coming together, y'all. Thank you, love my planner life. Boots are put up. Haven't worn them in so long. Oh my lord.
I turned it over so they couldn't. Shoes would do you want me to turn it over?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want that flipped over?
Yes, my dogs always see me as a pack leader. See, how are you gonna look at comments though?
Oh, I'll grab your computer, but
okay. What do I do if my dogs don't listen to me? I put them in submissive posture, and every now and then I'll actually grab their mouth with my hand to do a mouth bite, to simulate a mouth bite. Hey, y'all need to calm down over there. Seneca, especially you. Yeah, y'all think Velocity's crazy. Wait till you see Seneca, I swear. Let's see here. Ah, good lord. Batista's mouth. Hey, quit, Seneca. What's up with the dead plant on the porch? Oh, are you talking about the tree? You're probably talking about the tree. It, we're hoping it comes back, but it hasn't quite come back yet. Cashmere, you beating up on that boy? Come on now. Seneca! Seneca! Oh, I swear that dog. Here, give me the, let's go. Alex, get your dog! She doesn't respond to me anymore because she doesn't live with me anymore. She's not my dog anymore. Dude, your dog, seriously.
Is she way across the street?
No, she's over here messing and trying to start fights. It's not cool. And she's not listening, and that's the worst part.
Okay. Seneca.
How do you deal with digging?
Yeah, Seneca is beyond naughty. Yeah. No, he doesn't have to submit to me. We're not together anymore. We're just friends. But believe me, he knows how I feel about Seneca. I do not think that it depends on what you need a service dog for. For the most part, I really don't think that people that need a service dog should be getting a Cane Corso. I think if you really need a service dog, then you should get a service dog. You should get a dog that has been bred for being a service dog. Savannah, go grab the other metal part and bring the puppies out. Savannah, you ain't done nothing today. You better get up, girl. Lose the attitude. Hustle. Just because I'm on video doesn't mean I won't get on to you, girl. You're pushing me, child. You're pushing me.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, yes you have. Yes you have. Go on and get, girl, before I get you. Don't you backtalk me. Go on now. Watch your mouth, girl. Watch your mouth, girl. I'm going to get you. I swear, y'all. Ooh, structure. Is there a way you can have a warning screen or a signal for when there are cat noises in the video? When I hear cat noises, it makes me feel sick and bothers. No. Just don't watch. Straight up. Sorry, but I'm not going to cater to everyone's individual little issues. So, I'm not. Hey, quit it. Don't you tear down my tree. Liberty. All right, see you later, ZC Matrix. It's a pretty ridiculous request anyway. Let me see here. Thank you, Miss Border Collies. Exactly, Foxy, exactly. Training consultations, you can call me. Depends on what you're needing and how long the conversation would be. Let's see here. Will I get another cat? I don't know. I've actually been tempted to, only because of the scorpions on my property. Let me see. Yes, you can, Creepy Nikki. Yes, you can absolutely use the same stuff that I do. 100%. Allie Reese, yep, I agree. She's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Gosh, they're running around like they're crazy.
Exactly, y'all. She don't get no kind of dessert.
What?
Let me see here. Thank you, Baby Blue. Let me see here. Let me see here. Yeah, I am moving, y'all. I'm gonna move to Tennessee.
When?
Postpartum anxiety and lose a lot of sleep over my kids' safety. Oh yeah, if you need something to make you feel safe, a Cane Corso will make you feel safe. There you will. I never fear. I'm way out here in the middle of nowhere. I live by myself with my daughter. It's just us, and we do not have any fears whatsoever. Thank you, Sleepy Mercy. Yeah, I think she will. She's a stunning dog. So, Kaylee Campbell, we are bringing him out, sweetheart. As you can see, the puppy progression has begun. What is what? Oh, that? I don't know. Giovanni! The helper dude, that's Alex. It's my ex-boyfriend. We were together almost a decade, and he still comes over and helps, and we hang out, and we're still, you know, like a family. So, hey, what is going on? Batista! Or, pardon me, Admiral! You are a bad dog. No, sir. What are you even doing in here? You get out now and you quit your crap. You understand me? How did you even get in here? You. No, you're not going to come in here and dominate puppies. Get on with your bad self. That is not going to happen. How did Admiral get in here?
I have no idea.
Let me tell you, he came in here.
I got carabiners, yeah.
He came in here like a real bully. All right. He jumped in.
Who did?
Good Lord, they said he jumped in.
Who did?
No way.
Who jumped in?
He legit body slammed the gate. Yeah. Admiral, he's being a punk.
Alex, you're not gonna help anymore?
Oh, let me see here. How much does it cost to breed dogs and raise puppies? How do you keep your dogs from not getting pregnant when they aren't fixed, besides cashmere? Good Lord, woman. You, or man, I'm not sure what you are, but you clearly haven't been watching. I have kennels. I kennel my dogs when they're in heat. There's been times where I've had females completely not on video for a whole month and everybody gets mad because they're in heat and they're put away. And how much does it cost? Well, depends on what kind of breeder you are. On average, probably around, the cost of the dog is $3,500. And then, you know, health testing, you're looking at around anywhere between $600 to $700. And then if you're going to use a stud, anywhere between $2,000 and $2,500, sometimes up to $3,500. And food and all that stuff, it's not a cheap endeavor. Let's just say that. It's not a cheap endeavor. So, let me see. No, my top male does not challenge me. You know, he definitely doesn't. So, best movement, male and female. Definitely Admiral has the best movement. There's no question about that. Females, I don't really know yet. They're all pretty on par. I mean, not on par. I never really pay much attention to Cashmere's movement, to be honest with you. I do like Belladonna's movement. She has really good movement. That's, you know, probably one of my better movers right now, but that's also because she's not really in a weird stage. She's still pretty balanced, and a lot of my other dogs are going through funky stages. So,
Hey, Mom,
what?
did you get the question from Erica Rose?
Oh, are you doing questions now?
What do you think of Animal Planet? She donated $5. She asked,
Okay.
what do you think of Animal Planet dog trainer Victoria Stilwell?
Oh gosh, Victoria Stilwell. The Victoria. So, let me try to fix this. Story on Victoria Stilwell. You can Google this. So, Victoria Stilwell was an actress who applied for a position as a dog trainer, and she on TV, and her only experience that I'm aware of was that she had walked a couple dogs, and so anyway, she was just basically doing what they told her to do. I'm gonna move this again, sorry, because we have to be able to get in and out of the house. So, Cashmere, be quiet. So anyway, basically she was kind of a character put up to push a training ideology that they wanted to push.
Thank you, Lady Rappion, I think. $2. Thank you.
Thank you.
Puppies! I'm waiting for questions. Thank you, Spooky Kaylee. Hello, I've asked this before, but I think the situation might change again. Do you keep a girl or boyfriend that's later? How do you deal with the siblings wanting your love equally? Thank you, Spooky Kaylee.
I'm keeping a boy. I'm keeping Giovanni, and not a girl. I was gonna keep a girl, but one of the people that I had trained a dog for contacted me looking for a female, And they liked her, so I sold her to them.
And a funny thing is, a police dog ended up biting Victoria.
What?
A police dog ended up biting Victoria.
Oh, yeah. She got attacked. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I heard she got bit pretty bad. I heard it was pretty bad. But she also got sued as well because she told these people to put their dog down because her methods couldn't fix the dog. And then whenever she couldn't fix the dog, whenever she couldn't help the dog, she told them to have it euthanized, and they did. And then whenever they found out that she really didn't have the expertise that they thought she did, then they were mad. As anybody would be. You wouldn't want some actress who walked a couple dogs, to be saying that you should be putting your dog down. You guys, whoa.
Apparently she told somebody to put their dog down because she couldn't train them. Thank you, Erica Rose. I heard a lot of people compare her to Cesar Millan. And thank you, Love My Banner Life.
Yeah, she's nothing like Cesar Millan.
Hi, my name is
She's
Crystal.
nothing like Cesar Millan.
Your daughter and your cat never stop doing what you do. Y'all are amazing.
Thank you. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my drink.
There's some angry puppies somewhere. What's up, Cashmere? I don't know if I will. Wait, we do? Where? Oh my god.
What?
I saw the thumbnail and thought you were cooking cats. What's that?
Oh my goodness.
Guys, we should look up the name
Alright, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna move this.
My favorite puppy is Giovanni right now in the puppy lighter. He's just very sweet and I love him.
That he is.
Yeah, he was pretty much out all day today, actually.
Was he?
Yeah.
Spoiling that boy?
Thank you, Kaylee. Opinions on Cesar Millan. I've heard some bad stuff.
Let me see here. Come on. There we go. That's better. Not quite. It's hard getting this thing in position without actually being able to see it. Let's see here. Are you sure? What? Hold on. Come on now. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's try this again. Put it right here. And then maybe like that.
I'll try to talk louder
Okay.
so they can't hear me that well. I'm working on it. Somebody said nice tree.
Yeah, thanks. All right, so hopefully that's better.
Did you get more tea, Rachel? Question.
I actually got grape juice. I've been trying to drink 100% grape juice
Yeah.
because somebody told me that it
This is the migraine.
will prevent migraines.
Though that kind of stuff, that's too strong for me. It's too grapey. It tastes
And I'm
like
gullible.
it tastes like grape jelly. I'm looking at the question. Can we see the puppies?
Sure.
You can see them in the corner right there.
Yep, let's move it over. Can they see them? You have to tell me.
Tilt down
Pardon my language, y'all. Today's not my day. I'm sick, and it's not good. Are you sick yet, y'all? Are you sick yet? Seriously, it's not. I don't know why it keeps coming out of this thing. Come on, quit it. Okay. All right, hold on, you guys. This thing isn't working.
Liberty, get over here.
That's a bad dog. Look at her. You guys gotta watch her. She's covered in mud.
Oh, good. Again? How'd she do that?
All right. Hopefully that worked. Okay. Is that better? Okay. Whatever. The bar is just gonna have to be, I think. All right. Okay. Opinion on Cesar Millan. So, the reason that Cesar Millan got in trouble, and he didn't really even get in trouble, as far as I understand it, is that a couple things happened. One is that whenever he was not around, he wasn't there, one of the dogs that was at his training facility died because I believe it got left on a treadmill, something like that. Don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure, but that's my understanding of it. And then after that, as far as what else happened, is that people did not like his leg move, the kick that he does. They did not like that. Hey, Velocity, stop eating the tree. Or that's Admiral or Batista. Jeez Louise, I can never get their names right. Those are the two. That is the hardest for me.
Coat is exactly.
No, it isn't. Admiral and Batista are not the same coat.
No, I said Batista and Velocity.
I know, but but I also called him Admiral, and I do that all the time. I gotta take this away from here. Jeez, it's so hot. Okay, so anyway, so he does this move. That he does to get a dog to snap out of the state of mind that they're in, that are desensitized to leash corrections. And that's what he does. He does this move that is designed not to hurt the dog, and he's, as far as I know, he's never hurt a dog doing it. But people that, get emotional and they take things wrong, they interpret it as abuse. I personally don't. I've never seen a dog be hurt by that behavior that he's done. I've seen it be effective. I know what it's like to have to try to snap a dog out of that. So, he's still around. He's still doing what he does. So they did not take him down. But I think that in general, people who don't like, I called it the cult of positivity. So anybody that doesn't use strictly treats and positive reinforcement or positive only training, anybody that does that kind of stuff is not going to like people like me or people like Cesar Millan. And they are going to actively try to take us down because they believe that what we're doing is abusive. And that's why they do positive only. They believe that's the only right thing to do, and anything that isn't what they do is wrong. So while somebody like me can look at what they do and say, well, it's not effective, but do whatever you want to do, they look at me and say, well, you're abusive, you should be stopped. And Cesar Millan was a little bit maybe more like if I would have been on TV, even if I thought that particular move was effective, I probably wouldn't do it, just because people will think you're kicking the dog. You know what I mean? Some people are so for lack of a better word, basic, that you have to really kind of dumb things down for people, and you have to be very careful because they will think something else happened that didn't. You know, they just can't separate like reality from their feelings, and that's what I think happened to Cesar. And so you know, I think there is a balance to how it's I'm not saying that he shouldn't have done the technique. What I'm saying is he shouldn't have done it on camera. That's something he should have done with other owners who are okay with that, who see it, who know he's not hurting the dog, that are perfectly fine with it. But for the average viewer that doesn't have that dog, that doesn't know what's going on, that just sees him throw his leg back, they're just, oh, he's kicking the dog, he's kicking him. I don't consider that a kick. I consider that more like when we were kids, if we said something stupid, our mom would come up and pop right upside the head. You know, not enough to hurt you, just enough to kind of click, just clip the top of your head. And that was like nothing for them, for us growing up. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like that, like wise up, get your head out of it. You know what I mean? Like think twice. And I think that's more along the lines of what he was trying to do. But I don't know. I like my mouth bite thing better because it still snaps him out of it. Cashmere really taught me that. I guess that's the one thing that you won't see Cesar Millan doing. He doesn't do the mouth bite as far as I know.
Thank you, Julian Ortiz. He said you're one hot mama, Rachel.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
One gray cloud is last. It's quite odd. Just one cloud.
That's how clouds work, sweetheart.
Rachel is not retiring. Cashmere is retiring. People are confused as to it. You're retiring in 2020 or Cashmere?
Nope, just Cashmere.
Mom won't be retiring for, I guess, a while. I don't know.
I won't be retiring for as long as I can. I'm gonna go check my steaks. Hold on. I'm gonna go turn them over.
Let's see. Get away, Admiral. Hello. Hello, little shorty. No. Did she get into this?
Seneca almost got my steaks.
Oh.
She's so crazy, man. I tried to reach up and snap them. I had to do a blocking maneuver.
Let's see. What was the sweetest moment you've seen between Liberty and Batista?
Sweet? They're constantly beating each other up. Not sure that I would.
That
really
person
call
kept
that
on
sweet.
asking that question since the beginning of the stream. I just didn't know the right answer.
What?
That person that kept on asking that. What do you think? What's the sweetest moment between them?
Yeah. Sweet with each other.
Yes, he is here. Somebody said about Cesar Millan, I've seen a video of him basically choking a husky with the collar.
Oh God, are you talking about that wolf mix?
They said by holding the dog in the air without it being able to move, when he released the dog, he collapsed on the floor.
Yeah, that's actually not what happened. That is actually how choke collars work. And that dog was fighting. And so the way a choke collar works is that if you have a dog that is hyper aggressive like that, you do use the choke collar to choke the airway to stop the dog from doing that behavior. As long as the dog decides, Cashmere, get down now. As long as the dog decides to fight, then they are the one doing it. It's not even the person doing it. If the dog would relax, the tension releases. I think that a lot of people don't realize that for dogs that are hyper aggressive like that, either somebody teaches that dog who's the alpha, and you're not gonna, what are you gonna go hand-on-hand combat with the dog? No, you're not going to. That's what those collars are for. So
Piper's got pictures of this.
it's fine. So if you can't handle that, then you're one of those people that honestly, like anybody that watches horses buck, there's a guy named Buck, and he there's a woman who has this stallion that is doesn't know how to behave. It's very aggressive. It goes after people, and in the show it goes after a guy and bites this guy on the head, and they end up killing the horse. They put the horse down. All that horse really needed was some actual discipline, was some real firm somebody. And there's a guy that think like a horse. He covered this, and he even complained about it. He was like, all that horse needed was for somebody to literally slap him in the face one time when he did that to get him to realize you can't do that. But there are so many soft people out there that can't do what needs to be done, that would rather kill an animal than watch something unpleasant as happen. If that shepherd had been trained appropriately when he was young, that training session never would have had to have happened. But you have two options with a dog like that. You either put it down because it's aggressive and it's trying to maul everyone and its owners, or you lock it up somewhere, like literally you kennel it its whole life, or you put it down. Like that's it. Or you drug it. You know what I mean? Or you can do what Cesar Millan did. You show him this behavior ends now, and then it's over. You know what I mean? I just don't get how people think that they can get away with that. That they can get away with thinking that you can't have your cake and eat it too. Fixing aggressive dogs is not pretty. It's not pretty. And it's not something that people like me or people like Cesar Millan even want to do. But if doing that, which didn't hurt the dog, mind you, if doing that is better than killing the dog, then sure, why not? You know what I mean? It's people are way too up in their emotions, and what they don't do is they don't think about like what other possibilities there are. You know what I mean? That's a big part of it. Scoot back.
People are commenting me, horsey people.
So a lot of people know that guy, think like a horse. He's another Texan, very practical guy. And I felt the same way. I couldn't believe they killed that horse. I couldn't believe it. But it was all because the woman spoiled it. She didn't do what needed to be done. And nobody wanted to do the work to save that horse. Everyone was so caught up in their feelings that they didn't want to do what was necessary. And the horse had to die because people didn't want to do the work. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, is death worse than a smack in the face? I don't know. That's up to you. So that's for every individual to decide. For me, I would much rather have done what that guy said, which is slap him in the face than have to kill him, have to take his life. It's just ridiculous. I don't see death as being better. I don't get people that think that either. And you're not going to fix a dog like that with treats and sweetness and love. You're not going to fix it. A dog like that has to be shown. In fact, I don't even know if you guys watched that dog. Cesar Millan even showed how that dog he was aroused. You know, he was absolutely aroused. It was a dominance thing, 100% a dominance thing. This honey bear, the loudest one in the litter.
We had to delete somebody from the chat. They were deleted, so
Yeah, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'll be honest with you. I'm against the cult of positivity. I spanked my daughter, okay? So you're not going to hear me say that that's wrong. You're not going to hear that from me. I'm from Texas. We don't think like that here, okay?
I would be a completely different child if I was in this
Yeah, I was a completely different child. Like, let me just tell you that. I was raised in that system. I was in foster care. They're not allowed to lay a hand on you. And I took full advantage of that. I never respected anybody that I didn't have to respect. I didn't listen to anybody that I didn't have to, and I didn't have to listen to anybody. And I always knew that I could always go farther than them. They could never do anything to me. They could say whatever they wanted to say. They could ground me. They could do whatever they wanted. But I always held the trump card because I could do whatever I wanted to do. And they could never take it farther than, grounding me. You know what I mean? And it creates resentment from the people that are watching those kids. I'm not saying that those kids should be spanked. What I am saying, though, is that a child like me, I needed discipline, and I didn't get it. And I needed it. You guys, over there, all you're doing is crying and fighting. So,
and the thing about it is that you never really did what you did to get spanked after you got spanked. Like, my thing is just like, if you whatever you did in order to get spanked, you didn't do it afterwards. That was the lesson.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I always tell people, it's like nothing in life that, like, life isn't easy. I don't know why people expect life to be like that. Like, that's not the way it is. If you cheat on your relationship, when you get caught, it hurts. It's a bad thing. When you do bad things, life sucks. Life hurts. There are actual consequences. I don't see why people think there shouldn't be consequences for animals or children. Why? There's consequences in the rest of the life. So all you're doing is setting them up for a life that doesn't really exist, because there are consequences in life.
Yeah, there are other methods that work for other kids. They're saying that there's certain kids that have different methods.
Yeah, there are. Absolutely. 100%. Not every method works on every kid. You know what I mean? I had all kinds of people try to be nice to me, try to win my, try to be my friend, and I only manipulated them. I needed discipline. I didn't need a friend. I didn't need niceness. I needed discipline. I wanted discipline. And it was the one thing I couldn't get. I mean, that's just the reality. There are kids that are like that. They need boundaries, and I had none.
I need boundaries too.
Yeah, my daughter needs boundaries too. She's the same way. I can only imagine what she would be like if she was raised around those people that are like, no, don't do that. Stop it. Like, come on now. No. Not my family.
I'd be like, bye-bye.
Not my Maltese blood. Not with that Perugia temper. Not happening. So,
keeping all that kept up would eventually come out.
huh?
I said keeping that all kept up would eventually come out. Opinions on, hold on. I got kicked off the bus for something, and my dad had me snuggled in the middle of Michigan winter until my hands were numb, and I couldn't feel the wood in my hands anymore.
I remember, I never did this, but I remember whenever I was growing up, I heard about people that would make their children sit in the corner on rice. Like, they'd have to sit on their knees with rice under their knees. I've heard of that. I would never done that. I've never done it to her. But,
I mean, I had to stand in the corner when I was younger.
For the longest time with Savannah, okay, this is how sweet Savannah was when she was young. For the longest time when she did something wrong, I would tell her, give me your hand. And she would give me her hand, and then I would slap my own hand, and she would think it was her hand, and she would cry. That's how easy it was for a long time. And then eventually I actually had to pop her on the hand. And then eventually she got spankings. But I mean, as you guys see, she's a good kid. She's got limitations. I never get...
I mean, obviously I'm a normal 14.
Yeah, I never get any kind of, people saying, oh, your daughter is really disrespectful, or your daughter's misbehaved, or your daughter blah, blah, blah. I don't hear that, So...
I mean, obviously sometimes I talk back.
Yeah, sometimes she gets an attitude, but she knows better. She knows Mama Bear's coming. I obviously haven't scared her that much because she still back talks. So, and they do eventually get to an age where you can kind of talk with them, you know what I mean? But when they're young and they're just being dumb, sometimes you just gotta let them know when they're little rebellious baby's children.
Yeah. At least Rachel isn't Cashmere. Cashmere tries to eat her puppies.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine.
Cashmere's definitely tougher than me, for sure. She's definitely tougher than me.
Reese said, "Love you, Savannah." She also commented earlier. She's like, Liberty got a mud bath.
Yeah, she
Did you
did.
see her? Did you see her?
Liberty's
walking around?
always doing that, man. She's always getting dirty. Liberty is not happy unless she's as dirty as possible.
Yeah. I call them mud boots.
It's just how she is, man.
Oh, this sounds. My mom woke me up in the middle of the night to clean the house because I got in trouble at school. Mind you, the house was clean the day before.
Haven't I done that to you? When she doesn't do things she needs to do, I will wake her butt up.
Either
I'll
that
be
or
like,
you'll
you
come
better
to
get
school.
your butt up and you better get it done right now.
This has only happened on 2 occasions, but she's come to the school and she's like, you left the house dirty.
Yes. One time I actually picked her up from school. I was like, no, you're not leaving the house like that. So you can bring your butt back, clean the house. You want to go to school tomorrow? You'll get your stuff clean.
And I do like going to school.
I'm a tough mom. I try to be.
Thank you, Kaylee. She said tips on dog sports showing for the first time.
For showing dogs?
Yes.
I couldn't give advice on that. I recently bought a book on it, but I have never shown a dog yet. So I couldn't give advice on it.
How can I convince my mom to let me get a puppy?
Tell her that it will teach you responsibility.
And if that doesn't work, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I think everyone should be able to have a dog. I honestly, when I was growing up in foster care, I lived at one foster home that I had a dog, and the rest of them I didn't. And it was sheer torture for me. Like sheer torture. I've had a dog ever since. I've always had a dog, other than that. But that was sheer torture. If you're really an animal lover and people won't let you have an animal, that's just cruel. That's just cruel.
See, I'm lucky. I don't have to do this. This kid said we made ours clean stalls and duck pens if they did something they knew they weren't allowed to do.
Yeah.
I don't have to clean anything like that. I mean, I
So,
used to have to have.
The problem with my daughter when you try to do stuff like that, because I tried to do that with her before, what she does is she works so slowly that you will lose your mind. I've never seen anyone work as slow as my daughter is capable of working.
I've been given the nickname Tortoise.
Yeah, she'll just like, and then she'll see you looking and she's like, tries to act like she's working. But other than that, she's just, you gotta reach in there and you gotta touch her. Be like, I'm dead serious. You get to work right now, or buddy, there are consequences. You can take away her TV. You can take away everything from this child. It means nothing to her. Only thing that matters is a nice little sting of the booty. Just
I'm guessing Brianna is still or is an adult, but she said my mom spanked me and my brother, and she still will if there's disrespect.
Yeah,
And that's what you always say.
I know. That's right. I always told her, I don't care if you're an adult. If I hear about you doing some dumb stuff, girl, I will snatch you up out of your apartment. I was like, you will act right.
Thank you, Tayo Castillo. Don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. Will Batista or Admiral get bigger than Preacher? Question mark.
Most likely, both of them will.
Let's see.
Cashmere, chill out, whammon.
What in the world? Cashmere is all about putting Preacher
Yep,
down
she's
right now.
she's ready to fight.
I will not make a cake tonight.
Yeah, Savannah apparently is not cooking tonight.
I don't know, actually. I
She's
just
not
don't have
baking.
I don't have anything to bake with. I mean, I could make cinnamon rolls again, but it's kind of basic. And it's kind of late to be making cinnamon rolls.
I think these are almost done.
I'm sure I can make something.
Oh yeah.
If Preacher becomes submissive without fighting? Question mark. What did I do? Thank you, Juanita. $2.
Nice, Savannah. Juanita, you got it. You got it, girl. Girl, you're learning.
Oh, mama. I'm sorry, I'm dying. Sorry, I'm waiting. Blondie, my baby! You look like you've been digging around in something you're not supposed to. Yes, it is normal for dogs to listen to one person in the house more than others. If that one person has set their discipline more than other people. Like, Preacher listens to my mom better than Preacher will listen to me.
What's up?
Somebody said, is it normal for,
Hey, since we're going inside, we need to put the puppies up.
yeah. Alex, can you help me put the puppies up? Somebody asked, is it normal for one dog or a dog to respect one person more than other people in the house?
Yes. If that person is the primary caregiver of that animal or the primary attention giver to that animal, it's going to listen to that individual
Hold on, Alex, I'm coming down.
more so than to someone that is not as active with the dog.
I will be owning Blondie whenever I'm an adult.
Yep, she's taking Blondie when she leaves.
There will be no Blondie on the channel. I'm just kidding. I'll show them.
Puppies! Puppies!
I won't disappear. Giovanni, I love you. Alright, don't jump out of my arms. Stop it. No. Demon. No. You don't get to. Gosh, you almost jumped out of my arms.
Okay, just pick him up. You don't want him falling.
You're me on a butt.
You're not getting none, crazy girl. Talking to Cashmere. Liberty just took off with your glove. Gotta get a nice sear on it. Oh, that's so cute. She's licking Preacher's face. Oh, that was so adorable. All right. Yep, we're good. Okay. I'm gonna cover it up. Close it. Take it inside. Whew. Alrighty then. Let me take the camera inside. Look at that. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this real fast before we go inside. Look at that. Look how cute. Look how cute. Preacher and Honey Bear.
Hello. Who's down there? Blondie? Not Blondie, but the.
Look at him. He loves his baby. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, look, Liberty's going off.
Yep. Look at her. That ain't no soft dog, y'all. You see her out there all by herself protecting the property? That's what we're talking about, y'all.
Hello.
That's a Corso right there. That's a home protector.
Did you go say hi? Go say hi.
Though she may be dirty, she is mighty.
Oh, you're too sweet. You act just like Blondie.
Babies. Poor babies. Oh, Preacher. Were they messing with your babies?
You let it know, Preacher.
All right.
You let the birds.
Okay.
Come on, dogs. All of you, hurry.
Dude, why are you patting me on the back?
I'm just
just trying to move you out of the way.
Hi. Hi. You dirty dog.
There we are, folks. That's what it's all about.
Come on, right there.
Right there. That's the good stuff. That'll do. Let's move it back because these dogs are not beyond trying to snatch up my meats. My meatses. That's on oak. Thank you, Cassandra. Girl, Cassandra, that is a loaded question. That's so much to ask. To stop being so wild. I mean, I don't even know what you mean by wild. Hold on. Let me try to get this camera out of this thingy. There we go. So I don't know what you mean by your dog being wild. I definitely would need to know more. But, you know, just, I mean, leash training, going out and training 15 minutes 3 times a week is what I talk about.
Almost 2.
As far as only getting noticed when donating, I mean, unfortunately, I only just now grabbed the camera. We do try to make sure to answer people who donate questions, and as a priority, and there's a lot of other questions that come in, so unfortunately we do have to focus on questions that we think we can answer, and when a question is that vague, it is not really one I can easily answer, because I don't really know what you mean by being wild. So, yeah. Sorry, Foxy. Let me see here. Come on, quit. All right. So, opinion on Legato. So, I really like the look of those dogs. Other than that, I don't know anything about it. But I do like them. So, Savannah on the chat. All right, you're going to do the chat?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
If you suffer from migraines, maybe get a date piercing. It's cute, and there's been some research on it. I've suffered from chronic migraines since I was little. It helps to reduce the pain.
Baby Shark, you're going to have to work on your leash training. You can't, if your dog is pulling and all that stuff, then you don't have your collar placement right, so you got to fix that in order to get control of the dog.
Cashmere, quit it.
Cashmere, quit.
Thank you.
Admiral, stop.
Besides Giovanni, who is your favorite pup? That'd be your little girl, right?
What? Why is the door open to my room? I'm gonna put this right here. Let me see if this will work. 1 sec.
Who's your favorite pup other than Giovanni?
Puppy, probably like Admiral right now because he's super cute and sweet.
I think out of the litter they're talking
Oh,
about.
out of the litter?
The brindle girl, right?
Yeah, the other one that was my favorite was the blue brindle girl. I really liked her.
What's the ideal male weight for a Corso? Why is she in here? I don't know if we have to put her in our thing.
Come here, honey bear. Come here, honey bear.
Liberty took off with it.
Now, do you know which direction she went?
She went towards the gate.
Liberty, get out of here now. Hey, Batista, out now. All of you, get out of my room. Out. They were in the litter box, all of them. All of them were in the litter box. Out. Stinky dogs.
No, you were bad. Let's go. You, come on. You're going up. Tired of you getting in my litter box. Come on. Go. Go now. Go. Stop it. Stop it.
What was he in the litter box in there?
Yep.
He was 2. and Admiral got in trouble?
Liberty, let's go. You, Sue. Now, go. Liberty, let's go. Go in there now.
Minna was very great.
Nana,
Yes.
you and I are going to have a discussion. I asked you to clean the kennel room.
I had that.
Yeah, it's not clean at all. None of the kennels are clean, Savannah. None of them. Not one of them. Not one of them. So I really don't want to hear it.
Alex,
Do you have my tea? What's going on here? Where's my grape juice?
that's it right there. Alex, drink the rest of the purple one.
Why? Does anybody else buy things for themselves in their house and then the rest of the family drinks it? Even though, like if I buy sweet tea, everybody drinks my sweet tea. I buy grape juice, everybody drinks my grape juice. Oh, and no, they're not even drinking the tea. Y'all, I swear.
Who was laying behind me? Belladonna is.
Oh, I'm gonna make salad.
Somebody said, yep, it's called being a mom, sadly.
Yeah, I know, right? Seriously.
Let's see. Do you think it's true that male dogs bond closer with women and female dogs with men?
Yes, I definitely think that's true. 100%.
Somebody said my boyfriend is constantly stealing my drinks, and I'm not his mom.
Thank you.
He's not
Thank
even.
you.
He's not even her boyfriend.
That's what I'm saying. Alex isn't even my boyfriend. He doesn't even live here, and he drinks my drinks.
He's only. I mean, he's working for us, so you know, but still.
No, there's no excuse for that. There's plenty of sweet tea. We have little bitty things of grape juice. He drinks my grape juice. This is the second time he drank all my grape juice too.
I even saw him pour it. That's why I said that he drank the rest. I knew he'd drink the rest.
It's so frustrating.
I don't like the purple grape juice because it's too strong. It tastes like jelly. What's the bottle? Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I see you peeking in.
We said art.
Where's my grape juice?
What? I didn't drink it.
Yeah, you
drink
did.
the rest of the purple one.
You want to go buy your more?
See, look at you.
Just not gonna argue over it.
You did.
Can we send art to you that we draw?
Yes.
To an email, right? Which one?
The art one.
What is that?
The it's art at senzatempo.com.
Art. Is it a capital A?
No.
No. Art at Senza. Is it at or dot?
Art at.
Senza.
I'm sorry I'm not in the best mood, y'all. I'm still sick. I'm irritable.
.com.
Alright.
Somebody said the man is sweating. Let him have some grape juice. I think that's it, you guys.
I'll tell you what, one thing that makes me the maddest is when people feel sorry for a man just because he's sweating. That don't
It's
give
very
you the
easy.
right to drink people's drinks.
It's very easy to sweat as a man.
Yeah, not to mention we're all out there working.
He's not submitting his daughter. Who's not submitting his daughter? I don't have a daughter. Or son. Or anything like that. Somebody said, can I buy you a drink? Because I love how no BS you are. Lol.
I appreciate you appreciating my honesty. Oh.
If we put dog beds in the kennel,
They eat
there
them.
will be no dog bed in the morning.
They eat them. They destroy them. I've tried everything.
Grape juice in my house is called wine. Mom doesn't drink.
Alright, I think that these have rested long enough.
Somebody said my husband sweats walking up the stairs.
Get that man some grape juice. Alright, so which one do you want?
It doesn't matter to me.
Make your choice.
I'll make my choice after you do.
As a working man, I'm
Mama.
giving you the option to make the first choice.
They're all good.
Mama. This man said, one day, Savannah, you'll go through this and you're going to call your mama and say, I'm sorry I didn't respect the women's juice.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna come over there's an old lady, I'm gonna drink all her juice.
No, I want to drink apple juice. I love apple juice. The white grape juice tastes like apple juice.
I don't know which one I want. I normally like the burn bits the most. But I'm not very hungry, so I'll just get this one because it's the smallest. Really, dude, the other small one? Why don't you just take the big one?
I don't get a big one. I don't want a big one.
Yeah, seriously, just take the big one.
You're allergic to apple juice. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. My dad's allergic to strawberries.
That sucks.
It makes sense
Alex,
though,
keep
because
on,
he's
wait,
just like me
Yeah.
in male form, and so he's like very stern and kind of like matter of fact, very blunt, honest person, and
Biggest fan.
and he gets away with it
Solitude.
because he's a man, and when I act that way, people are like, "Oh God, that's scary."
Sorry.
You don't act like a normal woman.
Thank you, Tyos. Yes. So I don't know how to say that.
Here, will you let me sit here and you can sit
Yeah.
there?
For Admiral's my favorite. I want Corsos like him. He's very
Big
good.
Savannah.
Thank you. Mama, can you hand me the ranch at the door?
Ranch?
Thank you.
Ranch?
Ranch.
Invalid ranch.
Thank you.
Can you tell we're Southerners? Southerners.
It's definitely not the most healthy thing to put on my salad, but I like it.
For those that don't like salad, there's ranch dressing.
I would cry if I was allergic to strawberries.
I wouldn't. Oh, good night.
I don't like, for a while I thought I was allergic to pineapple because it burned off, like it really made my tongue feel numb. I was like, maybe I'm just allergic to it.
I remember that.
I love ranch. I eat with everything. I eat them with my chicken tenders.
I do like ranch with the pizza.
Oh yeah,
That's very nice. But I don't eat it on my salads.
Favorite TV show at the moment?
At the moment?
Yeah. You've been catching up on that anime.
Yeah, I've been watching Sword Art Online, but you're probably late to the party.
That's probably not your favorite though, is it? What is it, Game of Thrones right now?
Wow, look at that sunset.
Back up.
That's stunning.
Need a knife?
So, thoughts, comments,
Get back.
any suggestions for the cook? Did I do a good job? Is it too raw?
I haven't eaten the steak that time. Imagine being allergic to chocolate.
Ha! No, please, no.
No, please. Don't even, we have chocolate in the fridge right now.
Which I really should not have eaten.
I'm allergic to bananas and my throat swells up and I can't breathe.
Oh, that's
I'm
horrible. That's so horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that.
It'd be kind of ironic if I was allergic to bananas.
Considering you are the Savannah banana. Dude, don't mess with me.
Have you ever had a bison burger before?
No, not a burger. I have,
I thought you cooked bison meat before.
dude, it's such a problem. I'm so not hungry. Oh, I don't feel good. I feel sick still. It's really good. Use a little salt, but.
Now everybody's just asking about the dog breed. We don't answer questions on dog breeds. Like, we don't ask, like, what's your opinion on this dog breed? Sorry. You need to send some of the rain you guys are getting to San Antonio. We're not getting any. Yeah, we got a lot of rain.
That's all I can do.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, I'm telling you, I cannot eat. I'm sick.
Thank you. Marathon twice today. Rephrasing my question, sorry. The creature becomes submissive to another of your males without a fight. Can you teach a technique to help him stay in position in my bubbles pack alpha's shift?
I would be curious to know how they shift without a fight. Adult dogs shift back and forth like that. So I've never seen it. Not saying it can't happen, but I've never seen it. If one of my dogs decided to do that, then that's one thing. But
But it's not just a decision that you're an alpha now. I'm
yeah,
an alpha. No, you gotta get up there.
yeah.
And most of the time that requires like a fight or something. Unless your male's actually not. Cat's in the background. What's your favorite color?
Green,
Green. I didn't even know.
like blue green, really like the color of the ocean.
Rachel, I've recently come across a very interesting rustic dog breed that resembles Corsos.
A dog of Puglia. Something like that.
I'm about to try the meat.
I probably didn't cook it long enough. I know you guys like it super bloody.
Dude, mine was good.
Really?
Mine was cooked
Oh,
well.
that's good, man.
Dude, how are yours more undercooked than mine?
I just think I'm sick. I think that's what it is. Cause I'm even like sweating profusely. Like I'm just not. I really want a cough drop. That's what I want. Let me get them. They're behind you guys. Excuse me. Oops.
Quit slamming my colors! Going to my first hunting Corso dog show tomorrow. What makes the Corso stand out in the ring?
Good movement, pretty head, substantial size.
So we give that one some wrong. Okay, Tyos. I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. Thank you for donating. They said, will Batista take Alpha position from Preacher?
I doubt it. Not Batista. If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Admiral. And even then, Preacher, I don't think is just going to give up his position. I think that they'll just have a respect for each other. It will be one that they will have because I make them have it, but not because they want to. Hold on. No. No. Lay down and be quiet now. No. 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 Stop. No.
Thank you. I think that's Patricia. I don't know. A tip for the chef. And do you deliver food to the UK? Ma, what? Do you deliver food to the UK?
Food?
Yes.
I don't think so. I doubt they would let us.
Patricia, I think that's Patricia Clark said that. She said a tip for the chef. and do you deliver food to the euthane? Let's see. Eating cashmere will have just as tough as time. Submissive training to dark brindle female puppy as she did with Polo.
Huh?
Do you think cashmere will have just as tough a time submissive training to dark brindle female puppy as she did with Polo? We don't have time for this.
No.
Right now.
No, I don't think so. The dark brindle, like cashmere, Admiral? No! So, Admiral, stop it! No, there's no dessert. I'm not hungry anyway. What was the question? I'm sorry. I'm getting tired. My head is, I was already so tired that I wasn't sure I was going to do the live stream, and then I felt bad. Savannah, here. No. Don't embarrass me, child. No, don't embarrass me like that. Girl, you know how to eat. I have a bit of a brain fog. What was the question?
I don't remember anymore. Way back up there.
Oh, the brindle cashmere training the puppies, right. That particular puppy stayed longer. That puppy was much older than these are now. She was like around 11 weeks old. These puppies are only 7 weeks old. She normally doesn't amp up the training until they get a little bit older. So she should be gone by then. It will be interesting to see how Giovanni takes to the training then.
They're also
Go away now. All get. Go. Preacher, go. 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 Go away.
Preacher, go lay down now.
Go. And you two.
Go. You get Velocity, go. Now, go. Go. Velocity. Woman? Admiral, hush!
Have you had a full checkup after that scorpion sting?
No. Preacher, out now. Out. Cashmere, out now. It's literally a merry-go-round of dogs right now. No. No, Blondie, go lay down now. Go.
Giovanni will be staying with our cat unless something happens.
Get down, Belladonna. Now, Belladonna. Girl, y'all are testing my patience.
The cat got chased by one of the dogs. It's in the comments. Belladonna chasing the cat.
Don't even think about it. No. No. Go. Get. Woman, you are testing my patience today. You want to test my patience? You can go up. I'll put you in a kennel. You think I'm playing with you?
Hog hunting is very dangerous with dogs.
One by one, they go up.
Somebody asked if you'd ever go hog hunting with the dogs.
No, not gonna hog hunt with my dogs. Cashmere, get out now. Go. Both of you. All of you get now. You know better. Go! Stop it. Stop pushing your weight around. Quit it. All of you stop it. Quit.
Somebody said, will it be hard to say goodbye to Cashmere? Do you think it would be hard to find somebody who will take her because of her age?
No.
Alex is taking her.
Alex is taking her. She knows Alex. She loves Alex. will always be people who are willing to take 5-year-old female dogs.
Would you say French Corsos are stubborn and hard to train?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's useless to push dog something unless you catch them in the act.
That's not true. That's an old wives' tale. That's not true.
Reese Justice asked you to stack belladonna for her.
I done put that dog up. I ain't bringing her out.
Sorry.
I would, but I'm literally exhausted. That's why I put him up. I don't even want to mess with him right now. I'm so... Admiral's pushing my patience right now with him in there barking. I have a headache.
You want to take some Motrin?
I almost called him Motrin. Admiral, hush! Stop it!
I think we are going to bring a live stream to an end soon.
Yeah, I should probably end the live stream.
Everybody's telling you to rest.
Yeah, this is no fun. I probably shouldn't have done it. I'm not where I need to be yet. I'm still sick. I was literally like thinking I was going to be too sick. I really was. Even going to the grocery store, I was exhausted afterwards. And I am exhausted. I had moments of energy, but now I'm just like,
She just needs to rest it.
I do feel bad. But yeah, I'm in no shape. And I'm literally in a bad mood because of it. Because you know how you are when you're sick, you're not in a good mood. I just don't have the patience. I just want to lay in bed with some cold towels on my head with the smell of lavender and watch some anime and go to sleep.
Speaking of anime, you got an anime suggestion, which I personally don't like this anime because I think it's boring. Don't hate me. But it's called Attack on Titan.
Okay.
I think it's boring. But yeah. You need to get you a rest without Tom Blair.
You know I do. I love my cats. When I'm sick, they're so sweet. Blair is like, I feel like she's like a like my own little spiritual animal. And like, whenever I'm sick, she just comes and lays with me and she's like, all right, I'm giving you energy. That's what it feels like.
Just recharging more.
Yes, because she's not the most sociable cat, but when I'm sick, she has to be on top of me. Like literally has to be on top of me. It is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it, but I appreciate it.
And specifically, whenever you're in that time, she will lay on you and she will purr. I'm just saying, she's very sweet, and she knows when you're going through stuff.
Yeah, when my stomach hurts, she'll lay on my stomach. Weirdo.
What's your favorite anime? What are your favorite anime shows at the moment?
I've been watching One Punch Man. That was good. My best friend Reese, she told me about them. I used to be like, I was never like super into anime. Not like a lot of people. I liked anime, but I wasn't like, I didn't watch all of them. I kind of had to be exposed to them. So there were a couple ones I liked, like Vampire Hunter D I liked, and I like Basilisk. I love Bleach. Kenpachi Zaraki, that's my dude.
No. Well, that's the American Texan way of saying it.
I love him.
Japanese way of saying it is that is her senpai.
I love him. And
Sailor Moon is good. Something
I don't watch Sailor Moon. I never liked
girly
it.
shows
I don't like girly shows. I don't like the ones that are just like. For me, I like the sword fights. I like the battle. I like I like it whenever like on Bleach. Whenever Now I'm not gonna remember. See, that's how much I don't even like that guy. Like, what's the lead guy's name? I don't even remember his name right now. The lead guy of Bleach.
I don't know.
I can't remember his name right now. I haven't watched
I
it.
showed her My Hero Academia and she seemed unimpressed.
But anyway, whenever he would hollow, I really identified with that because whenever I used to eat gluten, I would have like serious issues with my adrenaline and emotions and things like that, and like I would go hollow. You know what I'm saying?
Almost like bipolar.
Yes, it was the only thing that really showed like the level of intensity of anger you can reach when you're in a gluten rage. So, but
Thank you, Julian.
I can't remember his name right
Will
now.
Blondie and Velocity be pregnant by September?
I don't know. We'll see. When are they going to eat?
Yeah, I showed her My Hero Academia. And
I didn't. So the reason I didn't really like My Hero Academia as much is because I could. First of all, I don't understand why the head guy is some like super macho American dude. You know,
he's not the head dude. He's just like
he is.
Card.
He's he looks like Trump. He just
He does.
He's so.
But it's based in America. It's not in Japan. It's based in America.
I don't know. I personally.
I think it is.
I like the whole like honor code in the old anime. Like another good one is Afro Samurai. I like the the warrior code, that kind of stuff. I like all that. Like, you know, I don't the whole heroes thing. Like, oh, you want to be a hero?
All mine is from America.
I don't jive with that, I guess.
No
I
reason.
jive with the cultures of like the people that have the special, like Basilisk. Like they're like tribes and they all have like they're born with special things they do. I like that kind of stuff.
That's kind of like.
Or I like people that are just like they like warriors and they like reach certain powers by being super awesome warriors. That kind of stuff's cool to me. But I don't know about the hero thing, like the competitive.
You're
like
born with quirks.
I will say that I have grown to kind of appreciate Justice Crashed. That's kind of funny to me. I do kind of like that guy. Like the bicycle guy, he's like such a fail every time. But he always keeps going. That's kind of funny. I do kind of like him. But other than that, I didn't like anybody else.
It was on One Punch Man.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, see? There you go. So I didn't even like that. Yeah.
The first thing that All Might, I think, said in this whole show was Texas Smash.
Yeah, it just seemed so weirdly cliche to me. It was like this is for America, and I was like, but anime's not really American, so like why? I don't know. I'm not being like anti-American. I just didn't jive with it. I don't go to anime to watch pro-America stuff. I guess. And I'm an American, but I just don't. That's not really what
I've seen Fairy Tail. She hasn't seen it.
It's not what I'm looking for. I did like Princess Mononoke a lot.
That's made by the same. That's made by the same people who made Totoro, which I still want to show you that.
You've shown me Totoro. You made me watch Totoro a long time ago.
No, I have not.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
You made me buy something with him on it.
Yeah, it was my.
And then you made and you made me watch it. She made me buy her like a costume.
A onesie.
What happened to that thing? What did you do to it? For what? What'd you do to it? I don't know about all that.
Yeah,
It's probably whenever you did what you did.
It's Studio Ghibli that made it. They made Princess Mononoke.
But you ruined it anyway. I'm pretty sure you
I
did.
didn't ruin it. No, I wore it every day.
I don't trust you. Princess Mononoke is cool.
I
There's
don't
another
remember
one,
it
but
too.
I can't remember it. I never remember it. Y'all better quit.
Leave the cat. I want to see the cat.
Meow.
I also want to eat my salad because I'm hungry.
You're gonna eat your salad?
No, I already eat my salad. I want more.
Why don't you eat your tomatoes?
I don't like tomatoes.
Well, why'd you get them?
I didn't get them. Alex put it on there.
You better watch it, Velocity. I'm watching you.
Meow.
Popcorn?
My cat.
Really, bro? You're eating. You need more salad.
I did eat my salad. You're right. Take your cat.
Hello, lover.
You barely ate anything, Mom. I get it. Stay over there. Get away.
As soon as I tried to eat, I wasn't hungry anymore.
You were like,
Little lover. Little lover.
Oh, wait. Go away, Casimir. I don't like you. No, we're not. How are you liking your kittens?
A lot.
Oh, Spirited Away was good. And Ponyo, have not seen Ponyo.
I've never seen a cat eat beef.
Wolf
What is
children.
with that? Why don't they like beef?
Because they never eat cows in their lives. You don't eat cows?
Are you Hindu? Are you a little Hindu kitty?
What's for dessert?
Nothing.
Sorry guys, no cookie.
What's that face about? What's that face about? What's that face about?
Mwah.
Mama. What?
Somebody said, does anybody know if you can call Sensa during business hours for questions I have?
As long as they're not like, as long as it's not big enough. I used to be able to do that with my cat. I could put him around my neck. You're not big enough yet. And I used to literally be able to walk around with him like that around my neck. He wouldn't fall down. He would just stay there.
Go away, guys.
Don't go! Don't go! All he wants to do is jump away. Don't go!
My feelings in Wolf Children.
So
there's
there's
an anime called Wolf Children. Kind of good.
wolf children.
Yeah. Sounds like something you'd be into.
Really, you're gonna go? You're just gonna go like that?
Savannah, you almost remind me of Yuki from Wolf Children. Let me see.
Isn't that what that one girl did from Princess Mononoke? She was raised by the wolves, the white wolves.
With Yuki. Oh, I guess they have like wolf ears.
Go lay down, preacher.
I guess they have like
Go.
wolf ears.
Preacher. Go. Nobody's talking to you, Velocity. Get. One. Preacher, go. Be sad all you want.
Okay. Is he going to get any bigger?
Yep, a lot bigger.
How's Moving Castle?
2 pounds.
It's so big, dude. Oh man.
I like big animals.
What's going on here?
I like big everything. Even your dad was like 6'4".
Yeah, I didn't get that gene.
We gave her false hopes. We thought
Yeah,
she.
everybody's like, you're growing up so fast, you're gonna be so tall.
I thought she was.
And then I go to school, and they're like this tall. Even my girlfriends, like my friends, and you know, I'm just like,
Everybody's tall. Yeah.
what happened?
It's that Maltese blood. I'm telling you, it keeps us short.
And
we try.
I have stretch marks from growing super fast, and then I stopped.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got these permanent stretch marks from thinking I'm gonna go tall, and then it's like, no.
Yeah. My dad was 6'4" too. My mom is 6. No, my mom's 5 foot tall, and I got 4 inches on her. And I thought at the very least you'd get 4 inches on me. I'm 5'4".
I'm growing up. I'm like 5'3".
I thought you'd be like 5'8". You're not even as tall as me yet. That means you ain't gonna be whooping my butt. She used to always say she's gonna be able to beat me up. Well, I guess not. I guess she ain't gonna be big enough now, girl.
I was like, one day you're not gonna tell me what to do because my height's gonna be taller.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna be bigger than, I'm gonna look down on you. And I said, good luck, I'll get a stool.
Rachel, how did you even go through the horrid 2000 trends? Low-rise jeans, the horrid highlights, the tans, etc. And thank you, Lexi.
So I hated the low-rise jean phenomena because I don't even have a waist where most girls do. Like, everything on me does this weird thing. My waist is right here, okay? These jeans don't even come up to my waist. Not all of us have a waist down there. Mine's up here. And so that That was like the worst. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but you don't ever see the kind of muffin tops that you used to see back then these days. Because, you know, very few women have hips that low that you can wear those on. So I hated them. Hated them. Now, what I ended up having to wear at the time, if you didn't have those, I don't know if y'all remember, but the regular boot cut. That's what everybody wore. You had the boot cut. So it wasn't like a bell bottom, but it did kind of come out. That's to me as embarrassing now as bell bottoms. I will not wear a boot cut jean to save my life.
You wore bell bottoms too, didn't you?
I did not wear bell bottoms. I never liked them. Never liked them. I wore Jinkos. Jinkos. When I was young, we did the Jinkos thing. We had big, they were worse than bell bottoms, if I'll be honest.
You also wore shorts.
I wore
She had one pair of shorts that was like
cut off jeans. I wore this one pair of cut off jeans so long that the dang things just fell apart on me.
She wore them for like 7 years, 8, 9, 10 years, I don't know.
Loved them.
There was holes everywhere on them, except for like the back I got. But they were like hanging on by like strings.
At the end, they were hanging on by strings. At the end.
Yes.
They did not start off that way. They were just holes that got progressively bigger. I would wear them around the house. I didn't wear them out.
She got so upset when the kid threw them out.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. They were comfortable. There's nothing like a good, nice, broken pair of jeans.
Nowadays, we wear like high-waisted jeans that come all the way like up to our bellies.
Yeah.
I do too because I have to. Like,
Yeah.
I have to. But it's comfortable.
There's no reason not. Otherwise, I'm constantly pulling them up. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you have any kind of substance in the rear area, then you need that high-waisted jean because it has the room to fit everything, so that you don't have that weird, like, it fits in the front and then you get this big old empty space in the back. You know, you don't have all that. So I will say, if Fashion Nova was better about their sizing and their return policy, I really do enjoy their pants.
You
because
gave me a pair of your
they
jeans
fit so well. Yeah, literally, this is how different their sizes are. I ordered the same size and everything. 3 pairs fit. 1 pair was so small my daughter could fit them.
Except for the fact that they came all the way up to here.
Yeah.
But they came all the way up to here.
They were the ultra high waisted. It was my first time ordering, and I didn't know if the high waisted would be enough, but it was.
No, it was.
So yeah, the ultra high waisted I don't like.
Yeah, it came up to like.
Yeah, they're too high.
I'm talking about that.
I mean, I get it if you're like a super hot skinny girl and you're wearing like a little tube top with it or whatever, fine, but that ain't me. So,
That
yeah.
ain't her. How old are the puppies now? They're like what now?
7 weeks.
Yeah.
7 weeks today. 1 more week and then they're gone. Can you believe that?
Except for
Like that, so fast.
except for that one.
Except for Giovanni. Giovanni!
I almost said the piece.
I'm gonna go grab him and spend some time with him.
She loves him. Low-rise jeans suck.
Oh my god, he has so much. He has so many pine changes.
Oh
in
my
his phone.
We just drink normal sweet tea.
I used to make my own sweet tea, but
Where you drink?
they would drink all my tea.
Let me give you this. I'm going into high school. So I'm in 9th grade? Yeah, I'm going into 9th grade. Because guess what? I got back into my grade because I was held back in 5th. And then I did my homeschool and got caught up on everything. So I went into school, and at first I was in 7th grade, starting this year in 7th grade. And then I was like, you know what? I already know all of this. And I went to my counselor and I was like, look, I need this. And luckily they were already having a meeting about me. And so my mom discussed it, and all they discussed it. And at first they didn't want me to. At first they didn't want me to go into the next grade, the 8th grade, right then and there. They wanted me to move on with the rest of my kids. And then I did it. They had their meeting and they finally decided. They were like, you know what, we're going to do it. So I went to the 8th grade. I spent the last few weeks of school in 8th grade, and now I'm going into high school with the kids that are the same age as me because I'm smart enough for that. Do you know that, Mom?
Yep.
She knew that already. She said she was proud of me. And no, I didn't get my light hair from my mom.
Nope, she got it from my daddy. Go on, preacher. It's not for you.
She's going crazy. Oh, he's like choking it down. Do you plan on getting a mobile home when you move, or having a house built? You're probably getting to get a property with a house.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a property with a house already on it.
Which will be fun.
Yeah, I want a cabin.
Yeah.
A log cabin. Bro, I got you. No need for all the antics. Preacher, it's not about you. Back up, preacher. I'm gonna get you.
What are you gonna do after high school? Go to some kind of college. I want to try to get into college if that's a possibility. In which I don't know if it is, because I also don't want to
You can always get into college.
Yes.
You may not be able to get into the college that you want, but you can always get into
also,
college.
I don't want to go into a super expensive college and then spend the rest of my life having to pay off like a student loan or whatever.
Then work while you in school, girl. I always told you can stay here rent free so long as you're in school. If you're not gonna be in school, you gonna be working.
Mm-hmm.
That's got too much pepper.
You like that?
No,
Because I go crazy.
Oh, all right. Help me out. Put his comb back on.
Okay. Oh, you completely let you go out?
Yep.
Our dogs are not on a raw diet. Believe it or not. Get moving up or moving out.
I just knew that I wasn't gonna eat it. I didn't want it to go to waste. I could have fed it to the bigger dogs, but why not give him a little extra nutrition? What's the matter, preacher? Preacher, what are you barking about, dude? Perfect.
Beauty patootie. Somebody said I would advise 2 years of community to transfer for 4 years so you can save money. Because we want this many dogs. Your Miss World ladies need a degree. Mom doesn't.
Oh, be quiet, preacher.
Right? You didn't go to. I mean, you went to college for a little bit.
When I was in college, I got pregnant with Savannah, and so I dropped out. And then whenever I tried to go back, I was working full time as I believe, like a administrative assistant. I don't think I had actually taken on my graphic design duties yet. And they wanted, my school, basically, like, whenever you take your tests, like your math tests, they will not let you use a calculator. And so I am really not capable of mental math, not capable of it. And so I could never, I knew that with that as a requirement, I would never be able to pass the math course. Because even though I got excellent grades on all of my tests, like all of my work, when it came to that actual testing to get out of that grade for passing, they would make us go meet in this like testing area. They would take all your stuff. You can't have no kind of calculator. You get a pencil and a couple pieces of paper. And unfortunately, I can't do math like that. I need a calculator.
Luckily, I get a calculator with all my tests.
So, and I think they changed, like at least for Savannah, they've changed it. Like her old school was like that. They wouldn't let you use a calculator. And so she didn't do as well. In this school, they let her use a calculator, which to me makes sense because at no point in your life are you gonna be without a calculator really when it matters. Whenever I was in college and I would ask my sister and my brother, who were both adults, had both graduated college, they couldn't even remember any of the math that I was doing. So I felt that it was really unfair of that to be a requirement to be able to move forward in college whenever it's something that a very small percentage of people will actually use. And I'm not against having to know it, but I am against you having to do it without a calculator. I don't think it's fair. Preacher, stop it. Get out.
If you don't ask me, don't mind me asking, where's Savannah's dad? Is he in the picture?
No, he's gone. Been gone.
Which is probably the best.
Yeah, he's a mistake from my past.
Thank you, XX Spuffy, I think, XX, for $5.
Thank you.
Could you talk about why some people think it's inhuman to keep your dogs intact, not spayed or neutered?
Because they have been fed a lie and they believe it. I think that people want to be liked. They want to be accepted. And so if you create a narrative that only good dog owners do A, B, C, then they're going to preach that you should be doing A, B, C unless somebody teaches them that maybe one of those things isn't correct. There was a vet on YouTube, Dr. Karen Baker, I think it is. I could be wrong on that. Becker, I think. She talks about how she used to be so emotional about spay and neuter that if a client told her that they were going to keep their dog natural, she would tell them to go find another vet. And I've experienced that firsthand a lot here in Austin. There's still a lot of anger and judgment towards breeders or people that don't spay and neuter because a lot of people haven't actually done the follow-up research. They believe what they believe and then they just go with it and they never bother to keep up to date with the research that shows that spay and neuter is actually bad. So
many went against it that early dog spaying and neuter may result to significant problems.
Yeah, it does. And so Dr. Becker, Dr. Becker, she made a video basically apologizing for what she had done and trying to educate people on how, with the effect that it had on all of her patients, how a lot of her patients ended up with diseases because of that early spay and neuter. And there, unfortunately, is a lot of that in the veterinary world. You know, like the whole like cropping thing, people telling you that you shouldn't crop your dog's ears. And it's like, well, they try to say, to me it's the same thing as the spaying and neutering. Their ear infections, I think, are like the second most common ailment for pet insurance agencies. And it's because the ear is folded over, you know what I mean? So it's even worse in dogs with like hair in their ears. So why, if you're in something for the money, why would you try to encourage people to do something that would make you less money? You know, the people that don't really care about animals, and I hate to say it, but I think a lot of vets are like that. Like, for example, Dr. Becker. Like, I'm glad that she did her research, but to simply say to somebody, I don't want to be your vet because you don't do what I want you to do, is not putting the animal first. It's just not. You're putting your emotions first, your agenda first, and that kind of like either do what I say or I don't even want to talk to you kind of thing. I hate that in vets. You see it a lot. Very few of them will just let you be. It's kind of like parenting. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has the right to parent their children the way they want, so long as you're within legal safety bounds or whatever. You're not being abusive. You have the right to raise your children how you want. I feel the same way about dogs. You have the right to raise your dog however you want, so long as that dog is not being abused or harmed. And I don't see how it is that a vet can say, oh, you're not going to neuter your animal? Well, then I'm not going to provide veterinary care to your animal. Really? Well, what if everybody feels that way? Then my dog doesn't get veterinary care because I didn't cut his balls off? Like, are you serious? It makes no sense. It's an emotional argument, and I see it so much in the veterinary world, and it really frustrates me. If it's one area of dog breeding that is the hardest, it's vets. Finding a good vet. Old vets, much better than new vets. They're fed a bunch of crap, and they just believe it. Sorry, I went on a rant.
Okay. I don't know if this is the best question for either of us, but what's your best advice for both of us to stay focused in school?
What I used to do, because I was a daydreamer, I daydreamed so much. I would not even realize I was daydreaming. In order for me to maintain my attention on somebody talking that I don't really want to listen to, I have to be doodling. I have to be drawing. And so in school, I would have these masterpieces on the backs of all my work. Some teachers hated it, but because I was, I had issues in math, I kind of got, I got some accommodations. Plus, I was definitely had an attention issue, an attention disorder, for sure.
Mine's so bad. Not so bad, but I have an accommodation where the teachers have to take me away from all distractions.
Yeah.
Which include the kids.
Yeah. I'm just, like, if I'm interested in something, I will soak it up so fast that it's phenomenal. It's an amazing thing. But if I'm not interested in something, it's extremely hard for me to learn it. Extremely, extremely hard for me to learn it. So that's just kind of how my brain is.
Thank you, how do you say that? NasiyaH?
I don't know.
Messiah, I guess. Love your channel, Rachel. Keep doing you. I get the same reaction about my dog. I just roll my eyes and keep it moving.
Yeah.
And then also,
Thank
you. Let me see. May. Hold on. How do you keep an intact male 1 year from hunting stage people?
You just get onto him. You just pull a cashmere, just out of nowhere. Just roll him. Do the shock and awe. That's what I do. The more kind of like shocked. Like if you just like come out of nowhere and you get him, it's in my opinion a little bit more effective than if you're like and you like make them go over whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's just for me. When they're mounting and stuff, that's what I like to do.
Do you and Savannah like Marvel or DC?
I like Batman. So DC.
Yeah.
Get.
I don't know what I like.
Go.
I like Spider-Man. So that's what? Marvel.
Batman.
Have you haven't seen any Spider-Verse, have you? It's pretty good.
I don't like Spider-Man. Never liked Spider-Man.
It's because you don't like spiders.
I just don't like him at all. I never liked anything about him. Because he's just weird. He's a little dude, you know, and he's in his little tighty tights, and he's a little spider, and I don't like spiders.
No, he got infected by a spider. It's not his fault.
You know, you just...
It's like you,
He's
Mama.
just buzzing
You- no,
around
you
in
could
the
become-
little
No,
the dark.
Mama, did you know? No, you could have became a scorpion woman. Like, could you imagine that? A scorpion woman. Yeah. You better watch out, you guys.
I hate scorpions now. I will say that I've kind of like come around a little bit, and I'm like, well, Rachel, he was in your shirt, and he probably thought you were trying to kill him. You know, he was like, oh my God, you can actually see it. Sorry. Well, there it is. That's literally what's left of it. It's still healing. It's that bad. But pull my shirt up a little bit. But anyway, I put my shirt on, you know, so he was right against me, you know, in the shirt. So he probably thought he was dying, and he's probably just trying to live. But still, I hate him.
When you think about Thor,
I do like Thor. I actually liked Ragnarok a lot. I thought it was very funny.
what about his looks though? That's
You know, he's I like. He's very. Normally, I don't go for the blonde, blue eyes, like the characteristic, you know, hunka man. I kind of like tall, dark, and handsome.
Hey, you know who she likes?
But
You know who
but
she
Thor's
likes?
all right. He's rough around the edges. I like him. Now, Captain America, I don't like him.
Wait,
He's
everybody.
way too cookie cutter for me.
You know who she likes? Shh, don't say anything.
Okay, but nobody's saying anything to you don't have to keep shushing. Yeah, that's a man. That's a man.
I wonder if y'all can see that. Y'all know who that is? Y'all know who that man is? You know who
You know what I think is funny about him? Is that he wasn't, like when you look at him in Baywatch,
Oh,
he was like, he was cute, but he wasn't like that cute. As he's gotten older, it's like George Clooney was like that too. He was like okay when he was young, but older, oh my
See,
God.
there you're they're
So,
like showing you.
yeah.
He's like a different man. I don't get it. I don't see it. This. You can see that?
Momoa.
He doesn't even have real abs, though. I will say that. He doesn't. He has staff. He has soft abs.
Bro, you don't know.
He is soft. Everybody say, Aquaman.
Yeah, I like him. I like Thor. Those are my two favorites.
Mom said that he should be obligated to share his DNA with
Savannah, you're not supposed to say that.
To have
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a
to
joke.
give the women the good
It was a breeder joke.
baby maker stuff.
It was a breeder joke.
To have good
Just
children.
that he would make a good stud. Rude. That was between us.
Jesus. Jesus has blessed that man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We said that he was like, Jesus like made him and then like specifically made him and brought him down to have children.
Yeah.
But his children don't look like him. I mean, they do, but like not. I mean, I don't know. They might grow up. Whatever. Savannah's a troll tonight. Or,
Yeah,
oh, no,
she is.
Savannah's on a roll tonight.
Yeah, she is a troll. She's making fun of me.
Now you're like playing with the plant. You're like,
I'm like,
she's a mama.
don't mind me. Just gonna play with these plants over here.
If she could only have Momoa. Momoa is a beast. You gotta see him rock climb.
Oh God, I don't want to see anything. I'll make a damn hurt myself. I'll make a fool of myself watching that man do anything.
Did you know he shaved off his beard?
Good Lord, talk about structure.
show you what.
No.
That is some structure.
He's got no beard now.
I saw that. He looks okay with the 5 o'clock shadow. That's nice.
What do you feel?
Velocity, go lay down.
You know what he did? You know why he did it though? Well, I guess not really. He didn't really.
He did it for like something.
Yeah. He did it on a commercial or something. Yeah.
He did it for like a cause or something. If I'm not, yeah.
I don't like.
He looks way better with the beard. And I will say, I was not a fan of the whole like hipster beard thing where like everybody was like growing a beard. Like
how he feels.
I really wasn't. But he's a lovely man in a beard.
Yeah.
Some men can pull it off.
No, he just did not look good there.
He's okay. He's
His
cute.
eyes are
But he's
okay.
not. But he's not what he was gonna be yet.
Does he have? Why are his eyes doing that? Do you see his eyes?
Yeah, he has like a lazy eye.
They're
Yeah.
like going like this.
Dude, when you're that hot, you don't need eyes that face forward, Savannah.
You don't mean that?
You don't need it.
Well,
He needs to keep a watch to make sure nobody's trying to take him. So he's got to have eyes everywhere.
I feel like all the men left when Momoa came up.
Yeah.
They started to get jealous. See, oh god. I feel bad for the women that went, or the men that went to go watch Aquaman with their wives.
Oh God, yeah. That's got to be so hard to see your wife swoon off of a
No,
real man.
It's a real man.
Yeah. That's bad. It's probably how people felt, like back in the day, how guys felt about the Fabio. You don't even know who Fabio is.
No.
Fabio was like the quintessential like hot guy when I was a kid. Everyone was like, Fabio!
What is it, the long hair?
He was just a manly man.
It's that? He doesn't even look that good.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe it's not butter.
He doesn't even,
Oh yeah,
he's got abs. What else does he have? Long
he was
hair?
that was America back in the day. He looks just like that guy that you like, Allspice or whatever his name is.
Oh, All Might? Allspice?
Yeah, that guy.
No.
He does. That's what I'm talking about.
It's like All Might. Like, ew, did he really have a fake tan that bad? Or is that fake?
Bro, do you see that smile? That's California. Right there. That's that California
No,
smile.
I
right there.
like,
The tan, the super tan with the really light hair.
I like,
Dude, go back to answering questions.
know.
What on earth are you doing?
I like Loki from,
Oh, really? Loki?
yeah, I don't like
Loki.
the actor that played him.
Loki.
I don't like the actor
Loki.
that played him.
Well, then
I like-
why do you like him?
I don't like the actor that played him. But
He's
I
like
Loki.
skinny and pale.
Not that version of Loki though.
He can be funny
Yeah.
in
I don't know how I feel with the hair. I mean, I like the long hair.
Dude, he's lame.
But
He's always like cheaping out on his brother for the most part, dude. He's a fair weather brother.
I don't know. I like how he looks.
He's not a good brother. He's
He
not
looks alright.
honorable.
He looks alright. I like him.
But I will say that when I was a kid, I liked Scar in The Lion King,
Yeah.
which now as an adult I think that's very disturbing. I liked Scar.
I don't know. I had whenever I was younger and I first watched the movie with Loki in it, I was like, I had a crush on him. And then that was
You
it.
would.
I was like, Tom Hiddleston. Because that's the guy. But I don't like him whenever he doesn't have his long hair. He's not like dark Loki, like evil Loki. He's a Loki. He's not. It sucks.
I don't like him. He's too tiny and pale for me. He's so pale. He's pasty.
Pacey? How does he, like, oh,
And I'm pale.
no, you're not.
Yeah, I'm pale, but I at least look alive.
He's gonna look like he's dead.
Yes,
pale
he
does he
does.
get?
He does.
Oh, man.
He's like an ice king or whatever. Something like that.
He's like the one of death or something. No, that's his sister. His sister looks
Weren't
like
they blue? All the people weren't his people blue?
Rachel, do you think Blondie has gotten more confidence since Midnight is not?
Oh yeah, 100%. That should be obvious.
So he said, "Oh, I like the pale ones."
I used to. I'm not gonna lie. I used to when I was young. I liked the gothic guys.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
Dark
I'm like, he's-
and very pale with eyeliner. Yeah,
I
I used
didn't
to
like
go.
it. I don't know about
I used to go
eyeliner.
for that.
I don't know about the island. That's what.
But not anymore. Now I know better. Now I'm mature enough to know better. Like, that's trouble. Problems.
Unless they're a vampire.
Stay away.
Unless they're a vampire.
They're not vampires.
Unless they're
That's so
Get yourself
so
a vampire.
90s.
Get yourself a vampire. Okay? If Jason Momoa was a vampire, he'd be perfect.
No. Bro, don't even. He is not needing to be a vampire. He just, needs to be who he is.
Somebody said I like them all.
Yeah.
I remember I was watching a video a few days ago. Not a few days ago, a few weeks ago. This girl, and she was like, her and her friends were talking about their crushes on TV shows and stuff. And her friend was like, you like them too pretty.
Preacher. Hmm?
I remember she was like, you like them too pretty.
Yeah, I don't really like pretty guys either.
Yeah, but no, because she was talking about, because
Like
in her TV shows.
Like Justin Bieber? Way too pretty.
Do you know what he looks like right now?
Way too pretty. If you look like a Ken doll,
He doesn't look like a Ken doll anymore. Not
No.
as much. I mean, he's got long hair now. It's really ugly. Like, he's really ugly right now.
he's really
I mean, he was
ugly.
ugly before, but he looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
he looks like a
Oh,
scruffy,
yeah.
like homeless man right now.
Yeah. Nope. No, thank you.
Look, he kind of looks like Alex. He's got a little man mustache.
You should stop while you're ahead.
Okay, definitely looks bad now. Allergies doesn't exist. Yes, they do. Man-child. Somebody said man-child.
Yeah, man-childs have a certain look to them.
I don't think Preacher is retiring, but Cashmere is in 2020. Yeah. And is going to live with her ex. Yeah. Somebody just commented Jason Momoa. Who is Idris Elba? Idris.
Ah.
I don't know. He doesn't look like that. He doesn't kind of look like a kind of man.
He's hot.
Is he okay?
Let me see that.
She just straight up came out and said it.
How could you say that's not my kind of man?
I didn't know.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
She took it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Woo! He's got a gray beard right now. He's old. Wait, is that his wife?
Yes, she does. She looks like she got her butt licked.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's why she's in a dress like that.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber looked his best whenever he was with Selena. I forgot he was even with Selena Gomez.
You know who I thought really matured a lot? Zac Efron.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He doesn't look at all like the little man baby that he used to look
I
like.
mean, his face was a little bit different, but like, Zac Efron, he's a good man.
He's a good looking
man.
He's a good looking man now.
Look, does he have white hair right now? Oh, no. I mean, it doesn't
What
look
is
too
it?
bad.
Who did that? What guy did that? The guy. What was that guy that played the Joker? He's gone now. When I first saw him, was on MTV back in the day. Who remembers? Now I forgot the name of it.
Remember
My So-Called Life. Who remembers My So-Called Life? He was on that. That's not, dude. That's not
That's
him.
Zac
But
Efron?
yes, I will say, yeah, Zac Efron is young, older. Woohoo!
See, he just looked like a pretty boy. He looked like just
Yeah,
Bieber.
yeah, ugly. Just ugly. To
I mean,
me.
all
That's
the guys
ugly
look
to
like
me.
that.
I
He
don't
looked-
like that.
He
Yeah.
looked like a little baby.
Yeah, I hate that look. I hate that
He looks
that
like,
baby
he looks,
boy look.
He
I
looks
don't
like he
like
could have
that.
been your son. That one, he's like a little bit more manly, but that's it. Like,
Oh, now he's a man.
he's a man.
A man.
He's a good looking man, too. He's not like a bad looking man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good looking man.
He matured quite well.
He's gonna be.
Poor Bieber did not.
Somebody said Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, yeah. No, Heath Ledger was the guy that played
He's not that.
a Joker, but he didn't play the last Joker. Heath Ledger was a very beautiful man too.
Like that one?
But no, it's he played the last Joker.
You mean in the Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I didn't even watch Suicide Squad.
didn't let her.
Why?
So that's the guy, Jared Leto. That guy was in, I'll show you guys what he looked like in My So-Called Life.
You can just put him on.
He was so, that was my scene back then, the alternative scene. And he was like so hot, like so deep. That's how it was.
I had the guy that played JD and Jason Dean.
So he always had his flannel on. Oh my god, so. Oh god, it's so 90s.
Wait, let me see.
Look at that.
Ew.
I was so into that.
He looks like Ew! Is that really? Did he really look like that?
Yes! Now, the older version, but the young dude with that haircut like that was totally the way it was. Totally. And what the guys would do is that was whenever they would get it first cut, but they would always wear it about here. Like, they'd split it down the middle.
You know, guys are bringing that back, right?
Really? I'm not surprised. And they would always tuck it behind their ears. Yeah. So hot.
I had for like the first time I ever watched Heathers, I had a small crush on the guy, which is bad because he's very bad.
What guy?
The guy that played JD, Jason.
On what?
Heathers.
I don't even know what that is.
Hold on. This dude.
Ew.
She didn't like him. She doesn't like him.
Ew.
He
Gross.
said ew.
Why?
I did. I was like, hey, he's not that bad of a looking man.
He's a very bad looking. There's a reason that he ain't famous no more.
I don't know. Is he?
Girl, he was in a lot of movies when I was young. Ugh. I never understood why anybody liked him either. Like, they had him in parts with, like, women, and he always, doesn't he have a weird voice? Doesn't he have a weird voice, too, where he kind of talks like
No,
this?
he's deep.
Yes, he does. No, he
Dude, he looks so ugly now.
yeah.
He looks like an old
just like he did when he
man.
was young.
He's like,
Yeah, he's ugly. He was always ugly. He was gonna be ugly, girl.
but he doesn't look
You
like
get,
how
like-
he used to.
He looks exactly like he used to. Exactly. Dude, he was so like these Christian Slater. No. No.
See, the funny thing
No.
is that the guy who played Loki and Christian Slater, they both kind
You're
of
not even answering
similar.
questions anymore.
They look similar.
He is tiny. He may be 6'2", but he's frail. Alright, so people are asking questions, girl. And you're over here talking about menses.
Somebody said he's a handsome man. I agree. Some guys are naturally pretty. Can't hate on that. You just said catch me in the face.
I did?
Yeah, you went with.
Oh.
You hit her in the face. Catch me.
Pull that. Now you gonna push me around, Bavin? I ain't got nothing for you, woman. I ain't got nothing for you. Put your foot on my girl. Put your foot.
Ledger was so-called life. I used to watch it. I don't remember Pete in it.
No, it was Jared Leto that was in My So-Called Life.
How to keep your dogs from running away with leash.
You gotta watch the video I just did. Whenever I took my dogs to the waterfall, I covered that there with Batista.
Marvel has a problem with multiple actors with the same name. They have 3 and 2 Toms. Any tips? Getting a pup soon.
Set your boundaries and limitations now. Don't spoil them, and then do it later.
Ooh, we got chocolate in it. Do you still feed monster? Do you still feed monster?
No.
Yeah.
I'll
take the square.
Get square. Is that how it's gone? No.
Don't give chocolate to your dogs.
Don't. Yeah. Advice for any dog owner. New. Don't give chocolate to your dog. Also onions. Don't keep onions in the reaching point to a dog. Luckily.
She said there was no chocolate.
There you are. Hello there.
Is it chocolate?
No.
What kind?
Toffee.
Somebody says they like James Bond.
I like James Bond.
He looks ugly right now.
Yeah.
What?
No. Savannah. I don't know, but just because someone is well dressed doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's going on.
I asked because there was a picture.
He's Daniel Craig, dude. I don't care if he is or not. He's a man to man. You know who I really like? Why are we still talking about guys? Who I really like is that guy that played, and he is for sure, the guy that played Dracula in that one Dracula.
Untold.
Yeah.
He's okay, I never really watched it.
Yes, Luke Evans.
Woo!
But he doesn't play for my team, but he's a very pretty man.
What is he on?
It means he plays for the other team, Savannah.
What do you mean by that?
It means he's married
Oh.
to a man.
Oh.
It means he doesn't play on our team.
Oh.
That's how we used to say it back in the day.
He doesn't play on our
It
team.
was a polite way of saying it without really saying it.
It's
He's
alright.
still a hunk of man flesh.
It's alright to be the man with the man.
Yeah.
Look, there's two of them. We've had these ones in here for a while.
They get all the good ones.
Dude, you know that's what that video said.
Seriously, so hot.
Dude, that's what that video said that I was talking about, is that she said that all of her guy crushes were, all the crushes that she had on these dudes were okay.
Yeah.
She's like, her friends are like, you like him too pretty.
Yeah, that's right too. But he's not pretty to me.
Not pretty, but he's like, you like him too,
Look at his eye. He's rugged. He looks like the kind of guy that could teach you some discipline. Look at that. So sophisticated.
I don't want the glasses.
I do. Really? More chocolate? Hook me up. Really, Cashmere? Oh, you're just sitting here growling, talking?
He's with Victor Turpin?
Sometimes I wish I didn't know that way. I could still, in my mind, play with the idea.
He's with a Latina dude.
Yep. When hot and Mary's hot. He's hot too. Dang, sorry. Wasn't supposed to say that. Yep.
See, this is a good thing about having a 14-year-old daughter. You can't talk about this stuff with a 12-year-old daughter. She's like, ew, those guys are ugly. Even though I'm still kind of like that. We got a different taste in men, though.
So hot.
I'm pretty sure that I have kind of the same taste in men that my mom did whenever she was around my age.
Grungy, dirty, up to no good.
Did you say? Okay. All I can say is my dad, whenever she first met him, he had green hair. If that told you anything.
And a trench coat.
Who is that? People are now giving us just a bunch of names of guys.
I know, see? You're bad.
They're just
You're
like,
bad.
hey, what about this man? Kevin Hart.
Yeah. He's small, but he's good looking.
He's got a tiny voice.
He's good looking. He's really pretty. You know what I really like? The Hodge twins.
This person commented this guy. He's not. Somebody commented him. He looks like a Texas man. He looks like a Texas man.
Enrique Iglesias. I don't know. He's kind of naturally, he's kind of naturally light-brained. I like guys that are just bigger. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a tiny girl. I like guys that...
I mean, she's short, but not like...
I'm not short. I'm not short. But I like more to my men. Even if they're tall. I don't like skinny, like overly skinny guys. Like I like some mass to them.
Thank you. The mix. That's a username. Hold on. It's scrolling all the way down. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. It's all the way up there somewhere. It's gone, I think. It was THA, like it was like Mexican.
Okay.
I think I've seen them donate before. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. All the way back down. Yeah, it's right here. The Mexican.
Okay.
Thank you. Anthony. Joshua.
This is like an episode of PewDiePie's. Is it PewDiePie hot or not?
I don't know.
Or what is that? Would I?
Doesn't look horrible, I guess.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
I'm not into the super buff dudes yet.
Oh, you know what? When I was young, I didn't like buffness either. I get it. I like buffness now. I like it whenever you can just like cuddle into the big ol' arms. And you just feel all tiny and small.
She likes it.
Shaveda wants them malnutrition boys.
What? Somebody said deep and roughly look. Somebody said Snoop Dogg. He got structure. I don't know, man.
I actually was into Snoop Dogg when I was younger.
That's because he looks like.
He has a little beanie. I actually liked him.
I think he looks like.
I dated a guy that looked just like him named Eric
I think
when I was really young.
I think he looks. Oh wait, no.
He was so skinny like that, like a ball player.
Do you know what Snoop Dogg looks like right now?
Ugly. He has not aged well.
I mean,
Yeah, he hasn't really aged well. You want to? Well, I probably can't. There was this one poster I had of him because when I was young, everybody had music posters. You fill up every inch of your wall with music posters. That way you couldn't even see the wall. And I had this big, huge poster of Snoop, and it was just this one. He had like a blue cap on, and he was just like looking just his head. Yeah.
somebody said it might be weird, but I still have a thing for Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, he's getting old, man.
I've never seen it. I just heard a song called that.
Gorillas? You don't know who Clint Eastwood is? Girl.
It's not my hair right now. I can see. Ooh, he's ugly. Oh, well, I guess not his old picture, not his old version, but he's like ugly now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he looks like a Texas man right there.
You know who was really attractive when they were young? Val Kilmer. Like in Tombstone? Very nice. Did not age well.
That is looking rough lately.
Depp, oh god, yeah, he's looking really bad. Really, really bad. He used to be so fine. Now he's always kind of a small guy too, so but
Oh, the guy that
attractive.
played, he's the guy that played.
And the other, does anybody remember that guy, the other guy that looked just like him when he was, I always used to get them confused. River Phoenix, I think was his name. Not Joaquin. That guy's gross and ugly and weird. Joaquin Phoenix. He's greasy. It's River Phoenix. Let me look.
River.
Yeah, I want to say.
Oh, here we go. He doesn't look bad.
Yeah, see, he don't look bad. Yeah, he don't look bad. Yeah, he didn't. He was in what was he in? The movie he was in. Oh, he was in some kind of really good movie that I really liked him in, but I can't remember what it was. So, let me see. He wasn't, I want to say he was in, but I don't think he was. It wasn't.
Jesus, this hair.
He always reminded me, a thing called Love. Yeah, that was the one. He always reminded me of Johnny Depp. He had that kind of look to him. But who did Cry Baby? I'm pretty sure it was Depp. Pretty sure it was Depp who did Cry Baby. Cry Baby movie. Yeah, it was Depp. Yeah, it was back in like Johnny Depp's prime. Did y'all see Cry Baby?
Ooh, what is that? Why does she have her eyebrows like that?
It was a very common eyebrow back in the day, Savannah.
What's your opinion on Ricky Gervais?
Oh, I thought he was going to say Ricky Martin. It's like, no! You know who else I liked that was not a very attractive to most people? What was his name? Tego? Let me see it. He's a reggaeton singer. What is it, Tego? Yeah, Tego Calderon. Oh yeah. I don't know why I used to like him. He's not like even like that attractive, but I don't know. I like his energy.
It's alright.
And the music, top notch. I love the way he sings. Oh, I love the way he sings.
Get away, Denver.
Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Looking at these suggestions. Angie? Angie? I scared you. I got you. Don't know who that is.
No, keep your feet down. You better keep your feet down. You keep your feet down.
Sam Elliott. Oh God. He's got a mustache.
He's got a mustache. Oh snap! Yeah, this guy honestly. Okay, so his voice, his energy, I get it. You know what I mean? He is.
You know what
He's the kind of man that just calls you darling. You know what I mean?
You know who he
Like,
looks like?
I get it.
He looks like the guy from KFC.
No, he's a good man. That's what that's how he comes off. A good man.
With that accent too. You gotta use
Yeah.
that accent to call him a good man.
Yeah. He's the kind of man that works hard and he's a good man and he doesn't cheat on you and works hard.
He's a good man.
He's a good man.
From Tombstone?
Really? Really?
Hello. His hair's been white for a long time. You know who he kind of looks like? He kind of looks like, what's that dude's name? Scratchies. What was the one of the back way back from the founding fathers? What was the one of them that you were into?
I was never into a founding father.
Let me see.
I like the concepts and the quotes of some of them, but I've never been attracted to any of them.
You're not attracted to any of these balding men?
No. I like Thomas Jefferson. He's one of my I like Thomas Jefferson, but I was never attracted to him.
You know a lot of people like Hamilton?
Really? You're just gonna talk crap about me the whole time like this? Really? What is up? What do you want? What do you want? All right, fine. What's your bad self?
He doesn't look horrible.
That's a sound right there.
I mean, Phil Hamilton? I mean, he looks like he could have been a good-looking man back then.
Hold on. The dog. Oh yeah.
That's Phil Hamilton.
Yeah, he looks like that one guy that played Dracula and Toll.
Yeah. I think the guy who's now playing Hamilton is like kind of good looking. Who played Alexander Hamilton?
Let's go. Go on in there, come on. Go on. Go on, you get. Go on. Good girl.
No.
Ooh. You know another movie that Val Kilmer's like super hot in? Mad Mortigan. The movie Willow. Did anybody watch Willow? Very nice.
Come on, you guys! There's a good girl.
Velocity, come on.
How about Lin-Manuel Miranda? Oh gosh, he's got a baby face. He's got a baby face! Watch out! No, that looks like the guy that played Iron Man.
Come on, Rachel.
He just looks like a baby in that photo.
There you are, my love.
That's what he kind of looks like.
Come along.
You know, that's what he kind of looks like. He looks like the guy that played, he looks like the guy that played,
You're mine.
he's like a horse.
He's a big bag.
He's so mad. Mama. What about this man? Right here.
I'm gonna get away from him.
Mama.
Get on my face.
What about this man?
Come on, baby, preacher.
Ma.
What? No.
No? Melvin? Melvin?
Way too vanilla for me.
Adam? Adam Driver?
Be quiet, Admiral.
Oh, he's ugly. I mean, I guess not. No, wait, no. Who did he play? Oh, wait, no, I was into this dude. I was into this dude where he was playing The Last Jedi. I was into him whenever he was shirtless. Okay? I was into him whenever he was shirtless. The guy that played in Kylo Ren.
Let me see, Kylo Ren. He's not bad.
I liked him whenever he was shirtless.
Yeah. He wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad. Do you think that every character is based off a man, like a human person?
On what? What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying.
Every character? And what?
I'm just saying, dude. Is every character, do you think they're based off of, like, a human?
In everything?
Like, well, I guess what I'm saying is do you think that there's a real Kenpachi Zadaki out there somewhere?
That's Kenpachi?
He's not ugly.
Okay, Mama. Let's calm down now.
Dare you?
He kind of reminds me a little bit
Of Jason Momoa.
No, not Jason. I mean, okay, whatever. Kind of
Really, Cashmere? You trying to fight with that? Christian's not in the mood right now. He's not in the mood. You ain't good amount me, lady. trying to dominate. She keeps trying to do it
He
too.
kind of a little bit reminds me of Dog. But he's like trench coat, dark hair, blue eyes, dude. I used to be into dark hair and blue eyes. Like a lot.
What's the matter? Why are you getting all humpy? Oh, baby. She beating you up. Is she insulting your manhood, creature? She doesn't respect the fact that you're a manly man, does she? No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She don't respect you. She ain't got no respect for the man. For the manly man. Poor baby. Don't you worry about her. Don't you worry about her.
Now he's oh gosh, so he said now I'm just thinking I started this nearly long hour conversation with Ben by asking DC or Marvel.
It's so true.
Gerard?
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Cashmere, get. You go in with your attitude. You leave this poor man alone. You poor man. Oh, that poor man. The man can't get no breakup in this house, can he?
He doesn't look okay. I mean, whatever. Mom, what about this one?
A squishy face,
Mom.
boy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very nice. He's nice and he has that look about him.
He looks alright in there. He looks like Jason.
Does not look like this one. Hey! Admiral, no!
Teen hormones cooking. Mom's not even a teenager anymore. Ben Foster.
Admiral? No!
Ooh,
Girl, answer questions.
he
Over there
looks
looking
like
at
my
boys.
friend's dad.
What time
looks
is it?
Exactly. It's
What time is
10:10.
it? Quiet, Admiral.
Dude, he looks exactly like my friend's dad.
Oh yeah, no.
He
I
looks
can't.
like my friend's dad.
Not my
That's
style.
funny.
Not my style.
He's even got the same. He's got the light hair and the red beard. That's exactly like my friend's dad. What's that one? What did that one guy on the road tell you you look like? That one girl with the. What is the girl you've been told you look like?
I always get told that I look like.
Angelina Jolie or something?
No, I don't get told I look like her. I used to when I was young. I get told I look like that chick. The musician chick. Evanescence or something maybe. Was that it?
Oh, you kind of do look like Angelina Jolie. Man.
I do not look like Angelina Jolie. You don't see them big old booty lips on me.
I know, but Evan, what's her name?
I thought it was like Evanescence or something like that was the band. It's some chick lead singer of that. That's what people would tell me. I never listened to them. Quiet down!
Oh yeah. Hey, come with you.
That's what people used to tell me.
I don't know who I look like. Amy Lee.
Yeah, Amy Lee, that's what they would always tell me. You look like Amy Lee. And I was like, I have no idea who that is. So
Yeah, I mean, you kind of do a little bit. I'd say her face.
I would like to think I look
Her face looks
like myself.
I don't know.
The only person I know that I look like is my mother.
She's got a little bit more.
And
you
I'm
have more,
different.
You have more face structure to you. She's got a round face.
Yeah.
You've got more face structure. You've got like jawbone, not jawbone.
Even for being a thick girl, I got more.
You've got more jawbone.
That's saying something.
Some people are just born with a round face. There's head shapes. I've got an oval. I think you've got maybe an oval. I don't know. Although maybe not. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, very, very, very sexy man. Sexy man. I already know. I already know.
Taylor Sheridan.
You're my lady. You're my lady.
Is that from him? It was a square head.
Square head. Yeah, he's
He's got a square head. Oh, he doesn't look okay. He looks okay, right? Is that even him? No, that's Chris Pratt. You know who that is? You don't think he's him?
he's okay.
He's just like